Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Gita, welcome. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Welcome, welcome. Here we are again. Let's shake them up. Let's shake up the world. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasari Gaura Bhastavinda, Sri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Sri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Sri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Sri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, Sri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Sri Advaita Nityananda Gaurachandra Gauranga Sri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Sri Advaita Nityananda Gaurachandra Gauranga Oh, Gaurachandra Sri Advaita Nityananda Gaurachandra 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 Sri Advaita Nityananda Gaurachandra 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 Gauranga 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 Nityananda Nityananda Gaurachandra Gaurachandra Gauranga Gauranga Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Oh, oh, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nityananda, Gaurachandra, Nityananda, Gaurachandra, Nityananda, Gaurachandra, Nityananda, Gaurachandra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. All right. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sadi Gaura Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Gaura Chandra Nimai Pandanavarya is my Lord and Master. 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 Nimai Pandit, Nimai Pandit. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh my Lord Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh my Lord Shri Krishna. Oh Krishna, 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 Krishna. Hari Hari, Hari Hari. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 my Lord Krishna. Krishna, 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 oh my Lord Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Radha, 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 Krishna, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 oh my Lord Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna, 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 Krishna. Oh Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ah, 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 ah. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hari Ram, Hari Ram, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari Rama. Be right there, everybody. Blackout. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Rama. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari. Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, back. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna. I like this verse. Alita was she started the reading this verse here. But this verse. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Ram. Yeah, the confidential reasons for the appearance of Lord Chaitanya. I like that. So, yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Hare. Wait a second. Huh. Okay, well. Anyway, the verse is the verse basically some are what do you call it, paraphrased. So Krishna Das Kaviraj quotes a verse. He says, "Your loving attachment to me is your good fortune. It is the only reason why I come back to you." See, the only reason is this pure attachment. Yeah. Yeah, so the only reason that the Lord comes back to us is because of that attachment. And so that's one of the confidential reasons that the Lord came here to this world. He came to relish this transcendental ras and distribute it, to power up with it, to relish, to taste it, and to experience it, to understand it. See, and to see it as the life's ultimate goal personally. That's the only way you could preach this. When Advaita was here and with the devotees, they were just naturally devotees. They had devotion for Krishna, just naturally. And they looked around and they said, my God, all these teachers, just like now, all these teachers. I could relate to these verses I read in Chaitanya because I look around saying, all these teachers, see, he was saying all these teachers, all these gurus, they don't discuss and glorify the subject of pure attachment, pure love of God, prema bhakti. They don't glorify it because they don't relish it. They don't taste it. They don't understand its glory and its power, its majesty, and its summum bonumness, the topmost treasure. They don't know. They don't glorify it. So I look around, I see the same thing most places. Some people glorify it a little bit, like in the Radhakund Babajis and the Narayan Raj. They glorify, Shuddha Bhakti, and they talk about it. But they don't taste it. They don't experience it. Or they even may, because they want to act like they're authorities, they say they're tasting it. Or maybe they're tasting some other thing and confusing it and thinking it's the real bhakti, lada bij, this topmost, most precious treasure of God himself, Krishna, who protects it, protects it with the principalities. From the profane, profanity. People think, Gohar, you're profane. You cuss all the time. You see, you're a cusser. You're profane. You're profane. No, no, you don't know what profanity is. Profanity is serving Putana and acting like a resident of Vrindavan when you're not. That's profane. That's profanity. That's vanity, actually. See, profanity, vanity. See, yeah, you see, this is the thing. The people are confusing what is real bhakti. See, with real bhakti, it has that style of this spontaneous attachment for Lord Krishna awakens. You got the gift, man, either in a previous life or in this life. See, you got the gift. See, and so the way most people are going to get it, they're going to get it from somebody who's got it. How can you get something from somebody who don't got it? Not even make sense. Yeah, and its symptoms is this laughing and this crying at the same time. That's that style of bhakti. You can't imitate that. See? That's why those persons who claim to have it, I've seen all these Radhakund Babajis and all these Narayan Raj. From him, I met him. I hung out with him a year and a half. I saw his followers, his topmost followers. I stayed with them. I listened to their classes, and none of them had this special bhakti that causes the laughing and the crying and the trembling and all of these things. And maybe a few tears came sometimes. Some of them. And they thought that was Mahaprabhu's gift. No. See, because they couldn't see, when you taste the glory of prema, see, and you get the order, like I got the order from Prabhupada to distribute, to go into distribution for him. I was relishing, I was tasting long enough that people started to come, certain people that Krishna wanted to get contact. Yeah. And then when as soon as I started speaking about the glories of Lord Chaitanya, and then tears would come to their eyes and they'd start to get these symptoms. And then Prabhupada appeared. Yes, this has my full approval. You're doing exactly what I want you to do. You do more of that. That's why it works. It's got the and a matter of fact, if the devotee doesn't have these ecstatic symptoms, Krishna won't come and give you that order. That's why nobody's got this order. Prabhupada, Narayan Raj says, well, Prabhupada told me to help the devotees, told me to help the devotees. Yeah. Yeah, but not like this. I don't know, if he did or not. I don't trust, it's hard to trust practically anybody in this world, man, because if you serve the liar, if you haven't distinguished the difference between the liar is the material potency, man. You got to serve the truthful potency. To be able to distinguish the lie. See, well, you got to be like Veda Vyas, not imitate Veda Vyas, not imitate Jesus and come across like, well, I'm the incarnation Jesus, and let me go and put the long hair on, which I can't do anyway. I could put a wig on, I guess, and put the long hair on and the white robe and say I'm an incarnation of Jesus. People do that shit. Yeah. No, you got to be like a Jesus, man. That's Guru Dev. That's why they don't have that standard, man. Who would infer? Who would demonstrate? Who can demonstrate that they're like Jesus? No, Gohar, you can't do it either, man. He raised the dead. I also raised the dead. You guys are in the mundane. You think raising a dead body is anything big? No, 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 no. We do the miracle here because I got backing. I got the backing from the Most High, the real disciplic line in Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna, and we do raise the dead, don't we? Huh? The walking dead, the zombies out there, and you ISKCON followers are part of those zombies out there until you have the awakening of prema. So don't say we don't raise the dead, right, Lalita and Tom? We raise dead, the dead people that are dead in the mode. See, the mode of goodness, the mode of passion, the mode of ignorance. See, we name all this stuff. Jesus, nobody knows Jesus. He knew all these things. He raised the dead, and so that they could spiritually see and spiritually hear. Otherwise, you're dead, man. If you can't see, and you can't see where Krishna and God is actually working, like seeing the ecstatic emotions, you cannot recognize that. You are blind as a bat. You're an owl. You only see in the darkness of this modes. If you don't hear the spiritual vibration of truth, and it's like, wow, man, I just heard nectar. Whoa. If you're not like that, you are deaf. Because if you don't drink in enough of that, you will be dumb. Literally. No intelligence, like these people in the Narayan Raj group and the ISKCONs and Radha, they're still less intelligent, dumb. They can't speak the truth. They speak speculations. Shuddha Bhakti, Shuddha Bhakti. Where is it? Well, I'm working under the guidance. I hear this bullshit all the time. Well, I can speak all about the intimate things because I'm working under the guidance of Narayan Raj. Well, why didn't you get fucking Shuddha Bhakti from him, huh? Why are you talking about it? Where the fuck is it? Where's this Shuddha Bhakti you're talking about, man? Why should I listen to you? You're always cussing, man. Devotees don't cuss. Yeah. Devotees don't talk about Shuddha Bhakti when they don't fucking have it, man. Let's just be frank about the situation. Let's be honest. Let's be clear. Let's be logical. You're talking Shuddha this and Shuddha that, and you got no Shuddha. Or you got you're just talking a bunch of shit. Shite. Right? Shite. We don't want to break any community standards here. Shite. What are you guys saying here? Subhadra, I mean, Noodle says, raising the dead is done by giving the Lord. Exactly. We're dead. We're dead until God arises. What did Jesus say? If I'm lifted up on a pole, see, that's Krishna on the pole here. See, up. Hey, the spine up. I already feel chills up my spine saying that, man. Woo, up. If that I is the I am. That I am, to be more clear, is Vishnu. To be even more clear and more original, is the original, is Krishna. And to be even more clear and more original, Lord Chaitanya, the combined form of God again in this world. He put it all back into himself. He didn't need any external forms. All they did was remind him of what was within already, the combined form of Radha and Krishna. Yeah, if that I am, we went through all of that. Yeah, that I am is lifted up on the pole. That's Krishna, man. Well, that happened to me, and it happens to many people here. When you get self-realized, I will draw all men unto me. What does that mean? Go hard. You don't draw. Yes, we do, man. We have three types. So, well, we don't draw we spit the others out of our mouths, the indifferent, man. We draw those guys who are envious and jealous, we're preaching boldly, right? And they go, I hate you. Yeah, that's an attraction, man. That'll turn to love eventually. Pure love. It takes some time. Some people got a lot of devils in them, right? Oh, damn it. That's exorcism. They draw that, and then the ones who are usually get into they get into the kingdom of God first. Those are the ones who, wow, this is so great. Wow, they're like an Arjuna, see, like a Mars Pariksha. Wow, I met this nude guy. See, when you come here, it's like meeting a nude guy, right? How many people didn't believe in Shukadev Goswami because he was nude and he looked like a disheveled person. He looked like a less intelligent person and all that stuff. They were just projecting all their stuff. But an intelligent person who was actually a devotee, He's taught by God in his own heart, said he recognized Shukadev, man. He recognized him and he heard from him and he had the transformation. So this new guy, see, you don't know a touchstone until you see it work. That's in verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita. You don't know a touchstone. Touchstone changes things, right? Changes iron into gold. You don't know a touchstone. You don't know a real devotee, man. Let's put it frank. Let's put it relevant, man. So relevant to you ISKCON devotees. Already got a report. So many are leaving, man. So many leave. So many. And then they get another group because they're attracted to Prabhupada's books. And then they get the change up. You know that change up there, Janaki, right? You go there to get something, they give you something else. They give you a bogus fucking guru, has no bhakti. And you got to worship that fucking idol. And they have a problem when they say that's fucked up, man. That's really fucked up to worship a fucking idol. That's the way God's thinking about that. No, God thinks I don't want to abandon my fucked up opinion. No, God loves idol worship. No, he fucking doesn't. He has a pastime. He hates it like Nishingadev. Give me that Hiranyakashipu. Give me that Kamsa. Give me that hypocritically doubt and I'll rip his false ego up. Yeah, I didn't say body. False ego. See, that's okay. Community standards are intact. We don't touch material bodies. But false egos, watch out. And there are a lot of big false egos out there. Right? Janaki, absolutely. That was the first thing they taught me in Sankirtan. You change people up. You got change for a 20? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Give me that 20. No, give me that 100. You got change for 100. Yeah, give me the 100. Yes. And they go like this, and they speculate about, oh, blah, 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 and they give you, oh, yeah, I'll give you my time. Oh, you're a real devotee, man. Oh, you're a real spiritual master. You can deliver me. Oh, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. We'll change you up, man. Yeah. See, I'm Guru Dave. We juggle a few words. Yeah, Prabhupada pointed at us saviors of the world, you know? Yeah, we were 22 years old and we took sannyas and we became Goswamis at 22 fucking years old. Yeah, and then he passed away and we heard so perfectly. He said, you guys raise the Vyasa sons up and you sit your big fat asses or skinny asses at that time, which became very fat in the end, with some of them, because they're eating delicacies, lots of them. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you sit your fat, skinny asses up there, and then you take worship, man, and you deliver everybody to Vrindavan. Yes, that's what we heard. You believe it? Yeah. Believe it, because you're sheeple, man. You're new. You don't know any better. Look at these books, man, and come and worship us. Worship us, fucking idols, man. See? You think they're going to go before Prabhupada and they're going to cry, hey, Prabhupada, we made many disciples for a while. Well, most of them left, but after they found out what we were fucking doing, which is good for them. You got to move on, man. Find the real spiritual master, man. Find the real guru. You just met the servants of Putana, the false representative of Vrindavan, right? We have that knowledge. None of them have that knowledge because they're serving. When you serve the modes of nature, you serve the principalities, the demigods, and the demons in this world. When you serve them, you're less intelligent because that's what the potency they give you. Less intelligence. Oh, yes, you're a great person. See, stroking the false ego. Oh, you're a great person, caressing the sleeves. Oh, the material false ego. Oh, you're a great guru, man. Oh, look at all your followers. That means you're bona fide. See, you can't even think straight. You think being bona fide is all those followers adoring me. Oh, what a great guru I am. See, that's less intelligent. Not, hey, wow, the Lord's really empowering my preaching. This is amazing. Lord, I can't do this on my own. Bye, you're so kind, man. You're so adorable, actually. You're so amazing, man. You make a person like me, less than a carpenter, be able to raise the dead bodies, the dead zombies in this world, and make them attracted to you. Your transcendental name and pastimes and qualities and all that. You give them, you open their mouth, man. They open their intelligence. They go from dumb to smart, and they want to glorify the gift they got from God and Guru. What do we got here? Noodles, did I read that? Raising the dead is done by giving the Lord. That's Noodles. Love for the Lord. See, love for the Lord. Love for the Lord. Remember? Lolita says, I don't know if I want to talk about this. I was thinking, yeah, let's talk about it, man. That's why I'm going to talk about it, man. That really got me, man. Affection for me is your good fortune, you gopis. That's why you want to get that affection on your own directly. Good fucking luck. Good luck. You're going to need it. A lot of it. More than you can even attain in this life or many, many millions of lifetimes. If you want to attain it directly like they got it. No, you got to go to them. If you find them as guru in this world, a girlfriend in this world, you get that affection by the mercy. The verses all ring true when you got a real spiritual master here. By the mercy of Krishna. See, you get Guru. And how do you do that? You recognize Guru when they come before you, not like one of these Istan bogus gurus or Narayan Raj followers who don't have diddly squat. You don't go and look, what's going on there? What's going on there? See, you didn't get the mercy of Krishna yet to recognize a real Guru. But a Fanny did, right? And an Amy did. See, they're better off. See, because then you get affection for Guru and Krishna and real Vaishnavas. You're delivered simply by that affection, whether you have knowledge or not. We got some pretty stupid people here. Come on, let's be honest. We got some real crazies around here. But if you somehow or other have affection, and you know who I'm talking about, because if you're honest, you're a little bit touched in the mind, you're a little bit stupid, you're a little bit, you just can't, in the world, you've been conditioned and maybe beat too much or injected too much by these fucked up doctors, and poisoned by their pills they gave you and all that shit. So you're not all there, but if you develop affection for Guru here and Krishna, and Vaishnava family here, you're delivered. That's simple. That's conclusive, isn't it? Oh, see? Those who love, that's why you see, oh, Mars Prataparudra, you materialistic fucking king. You're just a fucking king. But your good fortune is you love a devotee. You love a real guru, man. Ramananda Roy is the best of all gurus. He was a girlfriend of Krishna in the other life. Oh, you love my devotee, man. Look, you serve my devotee. You gave him a big fat pension to come to, and make me happy to have my devotee with me. And you gave him a big fat pension, and wasn't overly proud. You weren't, what do you call, jealous of his getting my association, and you're not getting it. And you serve my devotee. You love my devotee. Oh, therefore Krishna will certainly be merciful to you. If you have no love for Guru, that's aparad. People don't even, these people speculate. These Vaishnavas speculate what aparad is. Aparad is you have no affection for a real devotee, man, or a real spiritual master. You're like a Johan. See, that fucked up Johan over there and that Madhusudana, they have no affection for you guys. No affection for real devotees would have devotion. They don't give a shit about you. That's aparad. They lost the wealth, man. See, well, they never had it. Wealth is your affection for real devotees headed by guru. If the Lord gives you a real guru in your life, that's why people leave ISKCON. Oh, hey man, big, look at, I don't know if you've got the post, big long thing. All these people leave ISKCON. You know why? Because they have, it's not enough to have affection for a bogus, and you probably don't. I didn't have any affection for these gurus. I didn't have any affection for Tamal Krishna. I felt like, who the hell is he? Well, I guess I'm supposed to do this. That's because they speculate that I'm supposed to worship a mundane person who has no devotion. It got me involved in idol worship, and I wonder why my bhakti was shut down, checked. That's why, you guys are all checked. See, your whatever bhakti, whatever brought you to Krishna will be checked because they can't deliver you. That's just the bottom line, man. True or false? True is the real spiritual master empowered by the transcendental potency. False is everything else. Everything. Astrology, astrologers, tarot, both, false ISKCON gurus who they're not representatives of Vrindavan, Narayan Raj, also can't give you diddly squat. Where's your prema, man? All you do is talk about it with no prema, no energy of pure devotion, no real deep revelation that comes from pure devotion, not even from him. No real power. He was preaching from another age. He reads Bhagavatam and says, oh, this is the real path. Austerity. See, they says Bhagavatam, do austerity. See, Kapila Dev, he's into that. Well, no. We need the avatar of this age is Lord Chaitanya and his teachings and his mercy and his power to deliver people out of illusion. Can I get a hallelujah out of this one here? Do I hear a that's right? I need brave hearts out there. No wonder we only got 12 or 13 people. Who can take this kind of preaching, man? Janaki, that's right. See, we got some cheerleaders here. Where's Amy? I need another cheerleader. Where the heck is she? She's playing hooky again. Unless she's in the background. Sometimes she gets just all this energy. She starts pacing. See, that's what it's all about. See? If you have Krishna comes as the spiritual master. See, chapter 1, Adi Lila. When you're ready to be delivered, Krishna comes as a spiritual master. Can you recognize? That's when you're ready to be delivered. He'll let you recognize. Because Krishna is covered by Yoga Maya, and so is the Guru. But if he sees something in your heart, he says, oh, this person, I'm going to deliver this person. See? And by good fortune, you recognize Guru. See? And that Guru helps you develop your affection for Krishna because first you start to like the charming ways of such a Guru. You start to love if they cuss, you start to like it. You think, wow, that's really transcendental. Yeah, can you believe it, man? See, you transcend the material instead of thinking them an ordinary, oh, this guy's in the mode of ignorance. He cusses, right? Because people do, right? In mode of ignorance, they do. And now you see the bona fide guru, or, they may question anything. How can he be bona fide? He's cussing. But that purifies you to the point where you start to like it. Like we have reports, like what was it, Gita's Gita Lakshmi, and she said at first she ran away. She says, well, this can't be a real devotee, but somehow in her says, keep looking, keep looking. And then you see how we work as a team. Fani comes up and Noodles preaches to her, saying, well, you should give it another try. Do 3060C. We work as a team. Because people get, of course they're going to get a little confused if they just come here, and see this. So you guys got to help, man. You guys got to, we got to work as a team. You got to encourage people. You got to witness. You got to say, "Hey, man, you know, there's a touchstone effect here. We're changing, man. We're transforming. We're not. We're like new people. You know, we got the living God living inside us. Ask some of the devotees here. Ask Janaki. Ask Govinda. Ask and ask and ask. They've got a lot of witnesses here. Get your little asses up there and stand up and witness. Go confront the Vaidhi Bhaktas, man. Let them throw a few tomatoes. Get stronger, man. The more they squish on you, the stronger you get. Let them insult you. Let them spit on you. Let them blaspheme you. Let them lie about you. Isn't that what I got? Look, they told me everything, man. You see it right up there. Go hard. Look, he's a homosexual. He does this. They misconstrue everything. He's a homosexual. You look, he likes to be close to the ladies. He does this, he does that. It's all about body stuff. They can't see the spiritual body. See, they only see, oh, look what he does with the material body. Look what he does. They can't see the spiritual body. They can't hear what is actually spiritual. They can't see what's spiritual, and they can't speak what is spiritual. They're deaf, dumb, and blind. So why, after a while, when you start to mature in your worship, right? Because you're worshiping the spiritual body of God, and he awakens your spiritual body, and your spiritual body gets strong in this worship, right? And then after a while, you look at all these people, showing they're just material projections. They don't even see you. They're just speculating and lying and cheating. See, they serve the principalities of this universe, either the demigods or demons or a combination. Okay, combination. See, that's why there's the hypocrisies and all that stuff, man. it's a it's a mess. See, and so actually, they think they're doing me a disservice. They're trying to destroy my preaching, but all it does, it just keeps people away from disturbing our preaching. Yeah, because our preaching isn't for the masses at this point. As everybody gets stronger, then it becomes a more of a mass thing. When we're all real strong here in this world, in this consciousness, with no doubts, because Maya's always throwing, that's her whole thing, is to create doubt in the truth. Right? Isn't that what she does? She may that's what these persons are trying to do for this preaching, to create doubt in it. So, because if you have doubt, then you're under that verse in Bhagavad Gita, for the doubting soul, there's no happiness in this world or next. See? So no real spiritual happiness. Oh, you know how people take drugs, to escape. They take these pharmaceuticals to escape this weird reality that's taking shape now. Because we're in a decline of this civilization. New world order is starting to come, so they take the pill to escape. See, well, to escape, people go deep into sense gratification too. To escape, they get all dulled, from the eating too much or too much sex or too much. That's one way to escape. It doesn't work. Bisexual. Yeah. So anyway, where we're at there. Okay. Yeah, so that's what it's all attachment, man. So if a person is attached to guru, you'll become attached to Krishna. And your affection for guru, it could even be mixed, and that'll turn into pure love for Krishna. Just like that prostitute, she wanted to have sex with her guru, who was, and she didn't know as her guru. She was just sent over there to take down Haridas. But her affection became purified by being in the association and hearing the chanting of Haridas until she became a saint, actually. People feel drugs, alcohol, etc., to get out of this Kali distress, but no love for the Lord. But love for the love will successfully help get out. Yeah, see, that's the essence there, Gita Lakshmi, is pure, this pure prema, this pure love of God, which you get by being in an association, sadhu sangha, of the highest order, which is prema bhaktas. This is topmost. This is the best place you can go. There's not another place I've seen in Vaishnavism like this, where the Lord is taking us under his wing and makes us fly. He gives us his transcendental association. Otherwise, we would not have this ecstasy. And so our example, our witness is say, hey, look, we're favorable to the real Lord. We have faith that this laughing, this crying, this choking up is divine, is the highest divinity, and because Lord Chaitanya brought it to this planet. Madhavinda Puri brought it to this planet. See, the devotees of Lord Chaitanya sustained it on this planet. There's no real disciplic line without it. That's why you see Bhakti Vinod had this. Bhakti Siddhanta had this potency. Prabhupada had it also. And they only preached it mainly in their books for this time. See, this is the resurrection and the life of this is the manifestation of the book. The living book in this world has to live in the temples of people's bodies. Otherwise, it's just in the book. It doesn't have any manifestation in this world. That's why we only have intellectual Narayan Raj devotees. They only intellectualize the pastimes of Krishna, Vrindavan, and Radhes and all that. They don't have the potency. I haven't seen one guru having it, much less their followers. Yeah. Prove me wrong. I mean, come on, man. As I said, the best I seen was the Prem Parojana, and a good sign for that is he got kicked out of the Gaudiya Samiti. That's a great sign. And now he's a guru over in Russia. They kick you out when you're ready to move on. Yeah. Yeah. Prove me wrong. Give me any of you. I'd like to see this that you have the real symptoms of being a manifestation of Radha Krishna's mercy in this world. Because if you are, you've got that from Lord Chaitanya. See? Either in this life through a real associate of Lord Chaitanya, or in another life by having that already. But I haven't seen any who got it in this, like from another life here. So you guys, you Narayan Raj gurus, even, this will be a great shock to the false ego that you take shelter of, their pride and all that, and competition and all. There's no competition here. We got Lord Chaitanya. We prove it every day. There's no competition. Competition is just a thought in your mind, a speculation and imagination. Same thing with that Johan. He thinks he's as good as Guru and all that. That's all a thought, imagination in his mind. It's all speculation. That's why he's down, man. He's walked the plank. He's an illusion. He's serving the principalities and it's all by your deeds, man. Hey, man, the guy is a Putana servant. He's serving he's serving Putana, who's a false representation of a devotee of Vrindavan. Can't you see? He doesn't have affection for real devotees here. We show you every day the real devotion is here. He has the fake thing. Yeah, if he had the real thing, he would love Lalita Ganga. He would love Govinda. He would want to be here, but he doesn't. That shows you by his deeds he's fake. See? Shows you these gurus are not real gurus because they're fake. The real devotees who have real prema are the standard, and you can't overturn this preaching only in your thought, only in your negative thinkings and negative projections and all this stuff to do with the mental body and your anger, your material anger and hatred. You could try to overturn this, and you can, your body, if you got physical, you could try, but the spiritual truth has no jurisdiction over the spiritual truth. The truth is the real light in this world, man. Always has been and always will be. Jesus knew that. All real spiritual masters knew that. That's why they're usually silent until they get the order. I got the order, man. Manifest the real truth in this world. Show people, demonstrate, show them the power of God. Then, and therefore, that is the order I follow. Why wouldn't I? It's the greatest opportunity. Why wouldn't you? When you get stronger, you'll understand all these things. You'll understand the great opportunity, the great privilege we have to demonstrate the power of the true Lord in this world. Isn't the true Lord real? You hear these songs, right? These songs were from real devotees originally. They had real devotion to the Lord. Well, it's all about you becoming like that. Not, oh, that good devotee Prabhupada, he's the real devotee for the next 10,000 years. No, it's about you becoming like that. Demonstrating like that. And that means you have to be delivered by Guru, the real one, not the fake residents of Vrindavan like these Jaipatakas and Radhanas and Narayan Raj and Radhakund Babajis. I can't find one person delivered by them. Why should I have faith in any of them? Not one person delivered by them. So inconclusive. What is this? You represent Vrindavan, and some of you teach uh, Raganuga Bhakti, but no raga coming out of there. No raga. You want me to have faith in something not demonstrated by deed in this world? Everybody, you guys, stop being fools, man. Why don't you see what's plainly evident? Why don't you believe in reality, man? It's real Bhakti here. The scriptures tell you is real Bhakti here. My God, have you ever heard conclusions like this? So right on the money, man. Right on the real wealth. You know? Changing, transforming people into new persons, man. They're firing on all 8 cylinders and not just these little 3-cylinder cars, because they don't have the helper, the spirit of that attraction to Krishna that you get from somebody attracted to Krishna. Can you imagine? You want me to believe in Narayan Raj, who didn't transfer any real devotion to Krishna to anybody I've seen? How can I logically or honestly believe in that? And he's preaching all Raganuga and Radhe, all these intimate things about Radha and Krishna. And giving all this inconclusive ways to attain that Krishna. What is this? Or the opposite of the preaching of Lord Chaitanya? It's by austerities, renunciation, and all these Vaidhi Bhakti practices, and don't eat this and don't eat that, you attain Krishna. Lord Chaitanya didn't teach that. That's not in Chaitanya Charitamrita. You want me to believe in him? No way. I don't care how nice he was. A nice guy. This is beyond nice guy preaching. That's filthy rags before the truth. Filthy, it's dirty. Your clothing is not clean. It's only prema that cleans our clothing, man. cleans this body, cleans this temple. The Gundicha temple must be swept. That's your fucking bodies, man. Our bodies are the Gundicha temple. Who's going to sweep it? Only the real devotees and the real Lord, who is who is the helper in your heart. And when you're with the real devotee, the sweeping goes, right? Just like you got the devotees working and you got the Lord working. How does that pastime take shape in 2024? Well, you got a real guru starting to sweep, and then he awakens the sweeper inside you or gets it going more. You know, you may have devotion from the past, and now you're in this association. So we really sweep and start sweeping clean. See, unless you see the Gundicha temple manifested again in you, you're still a little whippersnapper. You're just a little baby, little Vaidhi Bhakti, not a boss devotee. You know, a semblance of, you're not a devotee yet, man. You got to get purified. You got to get the sweeper going on. You know, it's time to sweep the temple, man. The temple sweepers. Don't you know? What do you think? It's all about the, Prabodha said, I just want to be a sweeper in the temple. Yeah, I want to be a sweeper in Vrindavan. I want to be a sweeper in Vrindavan. Okay, the Lord says, okay, let's start here. Let's start in the world, man. Let's sweep these temples up, man. You're a devotee. Get sweeping, man. And I'll start sweeping from within. You sweep from without, right? Isn't that the way it works? See, again, chapter 1, Adi Lila. When you're ready to be delivered, you meet the spiritual master. Eh? He's the external manifestation of the super soul. Can you see? How do you know Narayan Raj is external? He's going like this. This is like the super soul. How do you know he's not just going? I could do that. Look at me. I'm like Rupa Goswami. You see, I'm holding back. I can do that. I'm not going to show you I'm a sweeper, Vrindavan. Ooh. No, you do all these rules and regulations and everything. Put me on the high seat. Ooh. And now you see, nobody's got any bhakti. You see how you've been flim-flam. You've been scammed. Everybody's getting fucking scammed in this world except here. And they have a few problems with my cussing. Everybody's getting fucking scammed. You should think, wow, I'm getting fucking scammed, man. You're getting scammed in all directions. This Maya is scamming you all the time, every way. You got scammed in the world. The politicians are scamming you. Your doctors are scamming you. Ask Lalita how they have conversations. That many doctors are laughing how stupid you are, man. The president, Biden, is scamming you, giving you all these bullshit words, and he's got all these other intentions in his mind. The World Economic Forum is scamming you, and then your gurus are scamming you. They're not real resident. You're getting scammed. Narayan Raj is scamming you. None of you got any real bhakti. Look at Shamarani, dry as a fucking bone, man. And people leave the Gaudiya Samiti, they start taking drugs and all this stuff. Because you got to find the real guru. And then if you're sincere, you become attached to Guru Krishna and you'll never leave. You become a lifer. Why would you leave what is eternal, man? The guru, if they're a real guru, they're really eternal. You don't leave them unless you fall down. You go into lack of faith in the real guru and the real path. You don't abandon, like Lalita said this morning, you don't abandon your own opinion. You're so attached, like these guys, to their own opinion, to being guru, to being God. That's what it's about. It's Mayavadi. They're attached to their Mayavadi imitation of God. When you imitate guru, it's like imitating God. Because God comes in the form as guru. That's how it is. That's the intimate relationship. That's an associate associating with the Lord, simultaneously one and different. See, one and there's, the Lord had the ecstasy, and Nityananda had the ecstasy of this prema. See? And the Guru also has the ecstasy, simultaneous one in that ecstasy. And different. Krishna's got his body. Lord Chaitanya has his form. See? Nityananda has his form. See, Krishna Das Kaviraj has his form, but it's all a very intimate family, isn't it? Very intimate. You want to be part of that family? Can you take a few cuss words to abandon your opinion of what you think a real devotee is? Well, you know, what devotees cussed? Well, Nityananda and Advaita, and that's why many of them thought, many Brahmins, and you guys have a stupid Brahmin mentality, many of you. You believe in the mode of goodness is going to deliver you. You believe by doing good you're going to get delivered. No, you're not. You go to the heaven, demigods stuff, with all those other good people that are still stuck in this material universe. But you come here, you hear a few cuss words, and then I teach you that the real devotees also may cuss. And you know why they do that? To get the shit out of you, man. To get the shitty mode of goodness idea out of you that you're going to deliver it by never saying a cuss word. You think you're going to be delivered by being good. A good devotee. Narayan Raj was a good devotee, and I say they ain't good enough. Because we do preaching like St. Paul, all real, Holy Spirit filled devotees. And I just tell you what he tells you. Hey, you so-called gurus out there, you're acting good like good people in the world are like filthy rags before Lord Chaitanya. He's only interested in prema. And that's why you need a prema devotee associate. And just by being around them, you're going to sometimes hate what they say. It's going to, it's going to scour your heart, burn up all that karma just by being in their association. And then you'll see how charming it is when they break the universe, break it, poke holes in the material coverings and all that stuff, so that the river of bhakti can flow again in this world. Lalita says we need some friggin' slaps on our little asses. Yeah. Did the cussing and fighting really help? Well, what do you mean? Why don't you just state your thing more directly? Okay, so what was I reading something here? I'll just read some verses here. See, pure attachment will unite us, even at the expense of moral and religious duties, dharma. Destiny will sometimes bring us together and sometimes separate us. See, that's why, when you've got this attachment to the transcendental Lord, which you get by getting the gift of transcendental emotions, attachment to what is actually spirit. Okay? The Lord is spirit, man, and your love for him awakened is spirit. See? Otherwise, your love for the world is material. See, your love for money is material. Your love for children is material. See? Your love for your spouse is material. See? So you got to develop this attachment to the Lord, and then it changes everything. Then you may have children, you may have this and all of that, and everything becomes balanced. You become more neutral. You want that. You don't want to be head over heels in love with anything in this world, completely and solely and wholly, because that brings you back. So you develop attachment by being with real devotees. Attachment to Krishna. That means you become more attached to the truth, the absolute truth. More love for the name, which is true love, pure love, enduring love, forever. And then you see everything in perspective. Then your love for the world diminishes. Now you start to love, and compassion for the souls in the world. See, now you save souls by staying in love of Krishna. Otherwise, there's no power to preach the real Raganuga Bhakti path. That's why nobody had the power to preach it. That's why Prabhupada, I still accept Prabhupada because he was honest, man. He was an honest person. He didn't preach Raganuga Bhakti. He preached Vaidhi Bhakti. Bhakti Siddhanta and Bhakti Vinod. But they were spontaneous devotees. I only have a problem, and it's not really a problem. It's just part of the thing. You have to, everybody, all you Narayan Raj and Radhakund Babajis, my ex-wife also who went to them. I also went, and you all have to figure it out, man. You got to find out what the real love of God is, and it's not there. Because, hey, man, my ex-wife, that's why I'm back here. I always had it from the beginning. Just had to learn to distinguish it from all these other things. And she don't believe my opinion. See, that's the only thing. That's the problem. She doesn't believe. She won't give up her opinion. And her opinion she got from the Radhakund Babajis and Narayan Raj. She always vibrated with that opinion, actually, and she could never give it up. That's why she vibrated over there. They're always like that, by destiny. And she'll be dry until she figures it out. She becomes honest. Like she'll say, "Oh, I'm happy, I'm happy." She tells Lily, "Oh, I'm really happy, I'm really happy, I'm really happy." She's happy with austerity. The idea of there's some happiness in austerities if she does them anymore. I don't know. There's happiness in a mode of goodness. It even says Bhagavad, there's happiness there. But she's not attached to the kind of happiness that many of us have here. This is true happiness. This is called happiness because of prema. She's still, see, in her mind, thinking prema is something different than what she sees here. She speculates, oh, prema is something, my guru is always praying for prema, and I'm praying for prema in some lifetime. I don't believe in the prema that Gaurahari and Lalita have. I'll teach them. See, that's false ego to teach prema bhaktis. It shows you to people who have the spiritual sight, that you're a neophyte. Yeah, can you imagine in Navadweep, the neophytes wanted to teach Lord Chaitanya. They wanted to teach him. That's what neophytes do. They want to give you advice, and they want you, because they think they know all about life and bhakti and all that stuff, and they know nothing. No diddly squat. They're blind. Yeah, pure attachment will unite us even at the expense of moral and religious duties. So this is worship on true raga. See, raga nuga. If you are qualified simply by, if you like this way of worship, which you see, and if you see this way of worship and you don't like it, and you say you're a Raganuga Bhakti, you know what you are? You're a hypocrite. You're following the path of hypocrisy because you say you're a Raganuga Bhakti, but you're not, and you see it in front of your face, which this is, and you don't like it. You're a hypocrite. You can't get over that. You're caught in hypocrisy of being, acting like a pure person and worshiping on the level of rag, but you're not. You don't like it when it's demonstrated right in front of your face. That's so people can't get over that. So the devotees who worship the Lord with pure attachment, see, that the Lord is saying, "Oh, that's all I want. See, I'll come back to you, but I won't go to these other hypocrites and liars and cheaters. I don't go to them. I don't, they're not my real devotees. I want real devotees with real devotion and real prema, real love for me. That's where I go. And if any of you Narayan Raj devotees or any of you ISKCON devotees want that kind of love, that's where you're going to get it. You're going to get it here because according to the scriptures, we carry that. According to the touchstone effect, we are distributing that. So I don't know. It's only logical to me that this is the place to go for it. It's not in all these gurus who don't give this kind of worship. Don't are any of us worshiping the Lord because we're afraid of not following the rules and we're guilty and all that? Or are we worshiping the Lord because we just want to be close to him. We want that closeness, that intimacy. That's the only, yeah. Oh, what? I'm supposed to, let's see, it's time for prasadam. Fuck that. Oh, it's time to do Guru Puj and Tulsi Puj. Fuck that. The Lord is here. Can you? That's what I'm feeling, man. Let me stay with that, man. Let's worship like that. But it's your moral duty. You must follow Prabhupada's program. You must be, follow the program. This is the program I'm following, the Raganuga program, man. Hey, man, I'm chanting Hare Krishna and I feel the Lord right now. Don't interrupt me. Oh, but the neighbors, I had this sometimes. Yeah, but the neighbors, you're roaring too loud, and you know, or you're too excited, and all of this. You gotta, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, because the neighbors will be disturbed. Let them be disturbed. That's a great fortune to hear the vibration of Bhakta yogis who have real bhakti. Neighbors. Sometimes we got to take a little account for that because they'll really disturb. They'll throw you out of your apartment, man, maybe. But it's like that, pure attachment to the Lord. That's it, man. It doesn't see that's your method of purification now. It's much stronger. It's 1,000 times stronger. It's 1,000 times stronger than worshiping on the Vaidhi level. That's why you see, even going to Vrindavan and doing worship, it gives you about a 400 times power for that. That's also 400 times more possibility of offense, more reaction. That's why a lot of people get sick in Vrindavan. More reaction, more advancement, more reaction. But when you're with a real devotee, that even is accentuated more. See, because that's Krishna says, my holy places, my deities, my rivers, they purify after a long time. But devotees of your caliber, see the ecstatic devotees, the ones who are very intimate with the Lord, the ones who have Lord Chaitanya's grace. Yeah, he says you purify just by being seen because they look at you and they go, ah! Or whatever, man. You start exercising people who they hear your vibration and they either love that vibration or usually hate it, man. It's like all the demons come out, all the lies. You see that devotee, man, lying, saying I'm inviting women he invited him to a hot tub with like 5 women in there, and then I was going to give him one to marry, like made me look like a real, lech, a complete fabrication. And this guy's a fucking devotee. Wow, what kind of devotion you have? You're breaking even the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not bear false witness. In other words, lie like that. So many lies. Oh, Gore's a homosexual. Lie. They lie, lie, lie. And they're devotees, and I'm supposed to give them respect. I'll give them a fucking slap. Of the false ego, of course. We don't touch anybody's here. You just bring your false ego here. Just bring your attention here. And I'll just do the psychic surgery, the hand. This hand, this sword, it turns into like, that Marvel guy, what is it? The Terminator. The Terminator, he could change the hand into anything, and it'll just go and penetrate the skin and go right to the false ego and give it a whap. See, and we terminate your material existence. We start to give you some headway in that. Come on here, Radhanath. Let me put that hand into that false ego and slap it. All of you guys, all you representatives there, you guys who resigned from the GBC because you're screwing up, man, and the world is on to you. Well, it's kind of true, I'm not that I'm a homosexual, but I don't have to be anything. We just give the ladies to his friend. If you become a friend here, we'll give you we'll just give you one lady, the best of all ladies, man. Whether you're a man or a woman doesn't matter. You could say it's kind of a bi thing. Oh, you're a man, we'll give you the lady. Oh, you're a woman, we'll give you the lady. That lady is devotion, the lady of devotion, the mother of devotion, the beloved of devotion. Yeah, we'll give you the lady. Only one lady. Radha. The love of Krishna, man. We get it. It's a family affair. Otherwise, you don't know any of the real Krishna, man, out there. See, then by hearing about the pure love of the residents of Vrindavan, devotees will worship me on the path of spontaneous love. See, by hearing. See, hearing the love, this pure love, this stuff we talk about all the time, all its intricacies, all its relations with the Lord, the pure love, prema. See, you're hearing about it. How do you react? See, you won't hear from it unless you're favorable and open. If there's a room for this love, this word. See, you're born of the word. What is born of the word? See, hearing. What is born of your hearing when you hear from a devotee? If they're telling you about this love, see, showing you this love, what is born there? See, you have the birth of that love in you. See, now you're twice born. See, this is the being born again. What is this external stuff? Can you imagine you gurus out there think it's so big deal to get a banana, to give initiation by putting a banana in a fire and a thread on your disciples? Yeah, what twice born thing is that? That's so external. That's called external bhakti, man. We do internal bhakti. You're twice born is a whole nother level, man. You're twice born because you were born of flesh and blood, but now you're born of this word. See, the word of transcendence, the word about the spiritual world by experienced devotees, man. See, thank you, River, confirming everything. She went into the phone. So that we don't. I don't. Whenever she's just part of the audience. And she gives her confirmations now. Yeah, born of not flesh and blood, born of the word. If you can't do that, if you can't uh, uh, cause this transformation in people where they become real devotees with real prema, real devotion, well, you're not complete in your bhakti process, and nobody else can be complete in it until you all come to the real devotees who are complete in their bhakti. See, the devotees who get this awakening are perfect. but they got imperfections. Oh, no, no. The Lord is saying, no, no, I cover all that. They're perfect because of their devotion, because their devotion and their love for Guru, which qualifies them to understand all the transcendental science. Because they're a devotee of a devotee. Remember, Krishna says, is always by the book. It works by the book, man. It's always by the book because of your being my disciple and my devotee and my friend. You are qualified. Not you are qualified because you're my devotee. You come to the level of being a real, sincere devotee and my friend. Therefore, you're qualified just automatically, to get the causeless mercy, to understand this confidential transcendental science. That's why these gurus don't know. They don't come here. They're not follow. They got too big. Oh, they're too important, right? Jaipataka's got so many followers. Oh, the Narayan devotees and their gurus and all, they're so important, right? They're so important, but they got no prema, man. There's no demonstration, nothing. And they don't realize that they're so unimportant. I'm just telling you the truth. You should hate me for this. You should hate me for exposing you. It's like just taking your clothes off, the clothing of your fall. We just rip it off, man. When you see the fingernails come out, man, give me that false ego, your pride, man. Let me just rip it off, man. All that clothing, man. You need a bit of a Nishingadev treatment here, right? People go to massage treatment. Let me give you the Nishingadev treatment here, with the nails ripping down the false representations that you are. See, let me rip down your follower, your idea that you're important because you got many followers. Oh, you're important because you got a rubber stamp from these mundane GBC clerks. Just rip it all apart, man, and expose who you are. You're just a fool before the real Shiksha Guru, man. You're a false representation of Vrindavan. You're a servant of Putana. You can you see your dastardly deeds and why you're going to cry, Lord, Lord, before Prabhupada? He's going to say, well, sorry, man, you got all that clothing, man. You didn't get it off. You had the opportunity. Many will cry, Lord, Lord, and won't be saved. You see, you got to go through the regeneration. Jesus said, those who follow me into the regeneration. Well, I followed him, in the regeneration. I followed Lord Chaitanya into the regeneration, man. So if you don't follow the real line into the regeneration, you're not saved, man. You'll either leave Krishna consciousness in this life and go somewhere else, Buddhism or maybe Jesus or something, or back to the world and just become a worldly person. Or you'll die in your Vaidhi thing and go, Lord, Lord, I believed in my guru to save me. And Prabhupada will say, that's inconclusive. Sorry, there was a person conclusive on the planet teaching conclusive understanding of the true God and his true philosophy. And you didn't listen to that. No, no, you listened to the Putanas, the ones who were servants of Putana, who were the false representatives of Vrindavan, the Narayan Raj and the Radhakund Babajis. And ISKCON, all those big groups, you listen to them and their leaders and everything. They're speculating. Not one of them could demonstrate that they actually knew me, the big me, Krishna. Not one of them could demonstrate, except that guy with a fucking T-shirt, man, who who says fuck a lot. See, he says fuck a lot, and people get delivered. All you guys do is fuck everybody because you're scammers, you're scam artists, man. Because you work for the principalities and they're scamming everybody because they got false egos. The real guru dances on the hoods of Kalya just like Krishna did. What is Kalya? Poison, man. Poison Harikata. See, we purify by stomping those hoods down, don't we? You know, ripping up the false ego with the fingernails that the people can't see. Yeah. See, hearing about the pure love. But Gore, you don't. What are you talking about? The pure love of the resonance? What pure love is that? Oh yeah, we use everything to glorify that pure love, man. You know, if you went to Vrindavan right now, you'd see these people, you would think they're ordinary people until you get purified here. Then you see a whole different light about what Vrindavan really is. You got to see the Vrindavan here and get purified. And see these residents are running around. They look immoral and everything because they just want to be with this beautiful, handsome guy, attractive guy. They abandon more. Well, my husband, fuck my husband, man. I'm going to go to Krishna. I hear the flute, man. I hear some Hari Katha coming. Some Krishna's using somebody to speak the glories of the absolute truth. Oh, I want to go. But my husband said, no, you can't go. Fuck you. I'm going. Yeah, you would hear that and see that and think, oh, this is really mundane, right? You got to come here and get purified, so you can appreciate this rough and tumble and raw. The Lord loves the raw, the rare, the rare rawness of their love, their impulsiveness. Even disobey his order. Chris says, I want to go to the forest, Mom. No, okay, well, let me lie. Oh, well, wait a second. Your doty is not quite right, man. Let me go and straighten it up. And then, I want to go to the, oh, well, let's see, man. You got to be, are you like that? All the followers are riding after black sheep. You black sheep, man. You guys are all black sheep, man. Yeah, your clothing, man. They're like filthy rat. Your clothing, your doties, man. Here, let's make it raw and relevant, man. Hey, man, you so-called gurus and spiritual masters, and you haven't mastered the spirit, man. Your doties are dirty, man. See, your hands are dirty. Your ears are dirty. Your eyes are dirty. See, everything's dirty. See, until you come to the real Shiksha Guru and awakens that bhakti in you and cleanses you by their opinion. See, their opinion is in the book that you don't understand. Otherwise, you would never put yourself up as a worshipable spiritual master. That's what the books really teach. See, and I just preach the truth. Guru Tattva is you would never put yourself as a worshipable spiritual master and you don't have love of Krishna. What kind of fucking spiritual master are you? Really? Low class. And until you admit you're just a low class person, no matter how many followers you have, that's all pride. You have to have the real qualification of spontaneous, true, pure love of Krishna. That's Guru Dev. That's the Savior. That's the Deliverer. And that ain't you. That ain't none of you. None of you could prove that. But we prove that. We prove the Lord is here with us. We prove that the Lord is delivering people. Because you see, His works is the awakening of devotion. He's obviously pleased with this preaching because it causes people to start to really cultivate Krishna consciousness. They start to cry. And if you don't cause that crying in people, then you're not doing the work of God yet, not the real work, the transcendental work, the saving work. I mean, come on, man. Do you want a rule guru? Or you want to be ruled by Radha and Krishna. That kind of guru gets you to that place. The love, the rule of love, devotion, purity, pure love, pure attraction, spontaneous love. He's glorious. If you don't have that, man, what kind of guru are you? I mean, you got to just, if anybody will repent and say, you know what, I'm just a real slup, what he's saying is right. Isn't it right? If you don't think what I'm saying is right, you're definitely contaminated. You're definitely not seeing what's in that book. You definitely need to hear this. You need to spout all that poison out of your mouth, man. You know, all that hatred and anger against the truth, man. Because that's what you're hearing. You're hearing Prabhupada's books out there as they are. That's why he said you don't appoint an acharya, man. They manifest by the will of Krishna. But if a guru sees, oh wow, this person is so empowered, they can do that, they can be a charya. Oh yeah, no, he'll mention. That's what Prabhupada said. My guru never mentioned, but without authority. See, without authority, they went and appointed an acharya. And you know who did that? Oh, your great worshipable object, Sridhar Maharaj. And Prabhupada said, well, Sridhar Maharaj, see, he, without authority, appointed. So that's your person who doesn't understand the thing. Proper understanding. You think it's so easy to become a associate of Lord Chaitanya? That's why they're sent here. And then there's possibility to become an associate. Otherwise, there's no possibility if you don't take their shelter. You still will misunderstand. See, Prabhupada heard properly from his guru. The God brothers didn't. They heard, but didn't hear. Just like here, there are a lot of Johan types. They hear, but don't hear. The Madhusudana types, they hear, don't hear. See, because they're not real, like love their guru, really love their guru, really surrender to their guru. They want some other things, so they don't really hear. And then they speculate, they put their opinion above guru. Why was Bhakti Siddhanta guru? He was a real pure devotee. Was Sridhar like that? See, how do you know Sridhar and Bhakti Siddhanta and Prabhupada were different? See, Prabhupada's opinion aligned with Bhakti Siddhanta, who aligned with Bhakti Vinod. They're all spontaneously ecstatic, loving devotees. That's why I'm in this line. Is Sridhar like that? No. You could say like Narayan Raj says, where they say about Narayan Raj, well, he didn't show. Well, yeah, Sridhar Maharaj didn't show. But he did show his lack of understanding. What was that? Oh, we can appoint an acharya. And he did. And even to his dying day, they believe that. Matter of fact, he instructed the weak ISKCON gurus to do the same thing. Let them follow the uniform. Yeah, you guys aren't qualified. You know that. I know that. You know that. But just put the uniform on and lead people. See, even see. So it messes up the real line, and people still believe. I don't believe in this stuff. Hey, man, you don't have real ecstasy, because if you really do, if it's really pure and everything, you'll speak conclusively. It's right there in the scriptures, man. And then if you're conclusive, people will make progressive spiritual advancement, but they don't now. It's all crooked lines. Everything is crooked except here. Here's straight. You notice? Frank, honest, raw, the raw truth. Frank, honest. And people don't like that. They're used to dishonesty. They're used to politics in religion, in Vaishnavism, politics, temple, right? Politics. Well, let's twist this, let's twist that, so that we can become spiritual masters and enjoy the worship. See, enjoy the worship, the mental masturbation. See, that's false ego. You're alone, man. See, you're lonely and you're alone. See, you're not really. You're alone with what is the modes of nature. See, that makes you disconnected from your soul and the supreme soul. That's considered being alone. When you're alone with the false ego, see, and with name and fame and self-importance, see, false prestige, see, it's false. It's not the prestige of a devotee. Devotee becomes automatically prestigious, even though the whole world hates them practically, right? Because they're contaminated. We're in Kali Yuga, for God's sake, you know. But a real devotee has real prestige of being, getting the gift of Lord Chaitanya, man. The gift of this prema makes them prestigious. And anybody who listens to them, look, I get prestige from people. Sweet proof. You get these people, they go, he's a homosexual, they lie and they cheat, they steal, they want to steal your bhakti, right? All that stuff, man. But those who come here and get purified, and you see, wow, this person has a real relationship with the Lord. Wow, my life has changed and all that. And then they bestow real prestige upon the guru, titles and all that. They say, wow, this is amazing, man. This is by the scriptures. You're really one of those. Well, when you have God living in you, he makes you one of those. And then you have real prestige. But not everybody sees it, right? Most people are contaminated because they believe in the false prestigers. See, they believe in the Radhanas who have false prestige, or the Jai. It's false prestige. Without prema, you got no real prestige. You got no tangibility. You got no reliability. You cannot deliver people out of this universe, but you say you can. So in a sense, you're lying to people. You're scamming them. The real savior, the real spiritual master doesn't scam you. What you see is what you get if that's what you want. You want that bhakti? People get it, What do you think they glorify? Wow, man, I look at the verses. Oh, I love these verses. Wow, I just want to speak about them. Man, you got treasure. You got the real wealth. You got the blessing of Guru and Krishna. You are saved, man. You love the scriptures like Jesus. You love the scriptures like St. Paul. You love the scriptures like the real Christians. You love the scriptures like Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda. See? And their real followers love the scriptures, the essence of the scriptures. Not Varnashram Dharma, deeper. They like the prema, the intimacy. And you also, there you go. Now, that's real prestige. The Lord will honor you. Oh boy, this is my devotee, man. And the world will dishonor you. They'll say, spit at you, blah, he's a homosexual, spit, blah, 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 and you won't even give a shit, right, Lilita? He's at that point, you guys are stupid, man. What can I do? You're fools. See? Why? Because you care about the blessings of God that you got. You say, oh wow, I got these. Oh wow, man, I can taste this name and everything. And you guys can't. All you can do is blaspheme and all that. You're just babies. Yeah, man, I like the blessings of God, man. I love these blessings, man. I love this taste. I love to taste and relish, real treasure. The real treasure. Oh, these verses. Oh, so beautiful. I just want to glorify my baby, man. I want to glorify my Lord. I want to glorify this truth, man. This is what I'm here for. Oh, wow, you're already saved. You don't have to die. You're saved already. Here now, you're in this world. Now you're a real devotee in this world doing some real devotional work, man, saving others. Because whoever believes in your opinion now, see, you went through the door. See, the real guru, you went through the door. You become the shepherd of the sheep who are looking for Krishna, really looking. See? Those they can't handle the process yet, they're really babies and all that, we give them to the Jaipatakas and the Radhanas, or the Lord gives them. Oh, you're not ready to really get the real truth? Oh, you believe in your own opinion of illusions and all that stuff? Okay, well, here you go. You can have this level guru. We'll give you Radhanath and Jaipatakas, and you'll, do the external bhakti for a few lifetimes, or whatever it takes, man, until you can appreciate the raw truth, till you're ready to understand who you're worshiping. See? And you'll see what is really glorious. Real glory is not, wow, my guru's so great. You know, he's so famous. He's got everybody. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Maya gives you fame and gives you name and all that. You know, all of that. See, but the devotees, what is their glory? To me, the glory is just to taste the nectar of the name. That's why I didn't become guru. You know, like just like I want to become guru. That's these guys. That's all of them. They all wanted that. I want to become a sannyasi. I want to become glory. I want to be worshipped. I want all this. Oh, you think they got pure intentions? You can't have pure intentions. You got to take. I mean, to me, it's just all I did was relish bhakti. All I found that was stumbling blocks. I had to stumble over them and then get back up, and straighten up, and then relish more bhakti, relish more of these verses, chant more and then ecstasy and more understanding, see, life experience. And all of a sudden people started to come, the right people, one, two. Okay. And then Prabhupada came and said, yeah, this is what I want you to do now. You teach the real thing now. You deliver people, out of illusion by what you got. Okay, you relished in the closet long enough. It's time to go public on this. Isn't it nice? Time to go public. Okay, what, you want me to do this? Okay. Then Narayan Raj pops up, steals a couple disciples, and then tells me, he says, I'm the real guru. What are you? You had a dream of Prabhupada? No, I have the real bhakti. And I got a little bit like, oh, well, maybe let's check him out, man. Maybe he's right. I don't know. And I'm there, and I'm looking for the real bhakti. I can't even ask a good question. My questions are all wrong. And I'm looking for this better thing than I had. And I realize, hey, this is a scam. I'm getting scammed. There was no real bhakti there. That I did nothing better than I had already. And the Radhakund Babaji, same thing. And I thought, oh, here's the greatest disciple of Ananta Das Bhatt. So I go and look, and my ex-wife say, wow, he's so great. And I go in and looking, and I see a fan going. He's sitting on a palanquin and really enjoying like this. And my ex-wife goes, oh, he's so great. And then this other guru who is actually a pedophile, he's saying, oh, he's so great. You know? And I'm thinking, where's the real fucking bhakti, man? And they all say they got it. See? And that's why I'm preaching now, because I realize the order of Prabhupada was very special. The darshan my second disciple had of Krishna was very special. And the way I was worshiping was very special. And the scriptures were saying that. So Prabhupada said, hey man, just preach it now and see the result. Just look at the result. And you all should be thinking that. Just look at the result. Those taking this preaching seriously, look at the result. People getting, see, judged by the result. By their fruits they shall be known. If you have the fruit of ecstatic love of God, like Madhavendra Puri, and you take disciples, and some believe in you, not all, because some will be a Johan type, or a Madhusudana type, or a Christina type, the ones who get expunged. But the real ones who really believe in your word, in what you're preaching, and your experience, and your ecstasy, they will be delivered and they will show it. God will show it in their experience. By their deeds, they will be known and the guru will be known. And you become and pass it on like that to others. And by your deeds and by the deeds God does in others by delivering them, this is how the line goes and stays intact from now on. Otherwise, these are all false lines. None of them can deliver prema, but we can. Everybody should come here, right? I mean, isn't that logical? You should go where prema is. Where's the fruit of love of God? How come you guys don't understand that? Well, you can't understand it until you come and get purified and understand through following the process. You can't understand the simple truth, till you become a devotee of a devotee. Just follow the process. If a person's a real devotee, you'll get the real realizations. Okay? You'll become really ecstatic. You'll become like that guru. Do you want this? You want to become like those gurus? Big sannyasis in name only? Big gurus in name only? See? Or like the Narayan Rajarana, big bhakti in name only. See, no real big bhakti. Nobody can show or demonstrate. God can't demonstrate in them because they're not real devotees yet. They need this kind of shiksha to flower, bloom that bhakti, man, to make it come out. Yeah, that's just the way it is. It is what it is, as it is. No bhakti anywhere but here. No spontaneous devotion anywhere but here. That just is what it is. I haven't seen any in Vaishnavism. None. Except here. Isn't that the way it is when the first fruits come? On the branch, the real branch, maybe one branch in the Chaitanya tree. If there's any life in the Chaitanya tree, one branch may have the real life. And all the other branches, if they want life, they have to look towards and get the wireless transmission from that green branch who has the real life and the real healing for their soul, the real awakening, the real nourishment for their soul. Isn't that the way it works? Wasn't Jesus kind of like that? He was on that dead Pharisee tree, and people had to look to the real branch, the real remnant of God that was there, Jesus, to get that thing going, that line going again. What do you think in Vaishnavism? Where's the green? I only see green here. I only see real life here. Do you see any real life? That's why I do a 30, 60-day challenge and see once you get purified. If you have real intentions, you really want Krishna, you will know and he will know. And then you'll see what green really is, what real life is. Isn't it nice to talk about the truth? I love this, man. This is so nice. I just, I just wish I could talk more, but I just reach a point where my voice is like, I got a little more in there, I think. Let's see. Krishna, see, then by hearing about the pure love of Raj, devotees will worship me on the path of spontaneous love. See, by hearing, this is the whole problem. People stay on the Vaidhi path. They stay with these gurus who are not spontaneous devotees. See, but here, you come here. See, proof is in the pudding, right? You come here and you see spontaneous love is awakening in many devotees. See, because these scriptures are not just in the book, they're in life now. They're in your life, in my life. Not just in the fucking book, not understood by these guys following the wrong path. You hear from a real resident of Vrindavan, a real associate of Lord Chaitanya, by this hearing. You will worship, don't you? How many are worshiping on the path of spontaneous love? How clear do I have to make it? How much do I have to yell, Lord? Can I hear a hallelujah? Well, that's right. Isn't it true? When you hear the pastime, remember it says, when you hear the Chaitanya Bhagavat, when you hear Bhagavatam, when you hear Bhagavad Gita, anything from a real devotee, spontaneous love will begin to awaken in your heart. And now you worship like the residents of Vrindavan. Very enthusiastic, very passionate. Notice you see the passion. That's why people, when they're getting purified, they say, "Get Gohar, he's aggressive, he's passionate." Yeah, I am. You gotta passionate for what? For some homosex guy, to have homosex? Or some beautiful woman? Well, the most beautiful woman, Radha. Devotion, pure. Yeah, very passionate about that. I love it. You love it too? We're on the same page in the same family. Lord Chaitanya is passionate about these things. You want to worship on the level of spontaneous love? That's what's happening here. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm faithful. I'm convinced because I'm just, like speaking like a madman, because of your association. And I see people, oh man, I've been crying. Oh wow, man, you're putting out the fire of material existence. God must be working here. See, just logic. Hell yeah. Homosex, beautiful women. Yeah. Yeah. If you really want Krishna, you go through the purification. That's the test. If you're not really resolved for Krishna and you go through some purification, you go, what is this? I'll go to another path. Okay, go for it, man. Less troubles for me. If you're not sincere, if this isn't what you want, you don't want this, you don't see this as treasure after 30 days, 60 days, 100 days, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. Oh, this isn't your goal. It hasn't become your goal. You don't think this is treasure. You don't really want this. Oh, you still believe in these other things. Oh, well, see that. Just learn from your mistakes, man. Yeah. Learn from taking shelter of these other people who are not really, like your guru and like who he's related to. That test is tough. A guru and the Lord's mercy, we can easily pass the test. Yeah, I mean, if you really want Krishna, you'll get through it. Yeah, you'll want to do it. Yeah. Yeah. Bhakti Siddhanta said in Sri Krishna Samhita, this is not for neophytes. What he wrote was not for neophytes, and what I'm preaching is not for neophytes per se. But by good fortune, when the such devotees, the neophytes, by good fortune, get the association of real devotees preaching like this, then you can understand. So you can be a neophyte, you could be so-called advanced, like a guru in ISKCON or Gaudiya Samiti and everything. By good fortune, see, if you get this association, you can go beyond your being a neophyte guru. Neophyte guru doesn't have devotion. They don't have real prema. You're a neophyte guru, man. And that's a fact. If you think you're something else, then that's your imagination. It's not conclusive, man. No prema, no real spiritual master, man. No real associate of Lord Chaitanya. The spiritual master in the real line is an associate of Lord Chaitanya. Wasn't Madhavinda Puri an associate of Radha and Krishna? Didn't he worship with the deeds of ecstatic devotion, pure? Didn't he get the order of Krishna to now appear in the world because of his ecstatic love? That's a real line. See? That's why this is a real line. See? Do you see the same kind of manifestation of ecstatic love in your guru? Yeah, you can't do that on your own. It has to be the Lord has given you the gift, of devotion, of bhakti, pure bhakti. You see that because of this preaching now and Madhavinda Puri's preaching, you see how this is the real line? The preaching, the Lord appears now, not just in the deity, but in the deity in your heart there, David Beeman. Well, what is he doing? Let's see what he has to say. Yeah, I'll look later there, David. Yeah, you see the deity appearing in the hearts of many devotees? See? Because of it, real ecstatic love. I mean, any you ISKCON devotees or Gaudiya Samiti, are you ready for the truth? Has any real ecstatic love appeared like you see here? This is, you can, if you've studied the scriptures, if you're not too stupid, if the Lord has given you some intelligence, you can look in the scriptures and you look in the real life here in this Sangha, you will see devotees who have similar qualifications as the scriptures that you don't have, that you ISKCON gurus don't have, that your followers don't have, that you Radhakun Babajis don't have, that my ex-wife don't have, Mahavir don't have, Meena doesn't have anymore. They were getting something, but they left the path. They walked the plank back into the Maya Vaidhi Bhakti. Still there's Maya there. Why? Because you can't recognize the true Lord ain't a bunch of fucking rules and regulations. The true Lord is bhakti, intimacy, ecstasy, truth. To speak the glorification of the essence of truth. That's God. God is here like that. I should calm down, right, David? Or Kamalakanta? I should calm down, right? I'm getting got an anger issue. Should have saw Sachi as she threw down a bottle of spray bottle wasn't working. She threw it down. I said, "Oh, you got an anger issue," and she's laughed. She says, "This is how I express my anger when I'm mad." I said, "Yeah, I express mine too when I'm on camera." David says, "Yes, Prabhu, it's not that difficult. What is the difficulty? You just get a walk and some nice spices and ghee." He's on that loop still. Well, anyway, you come here. You make us laugh, you give us cut some good, these are good jokes, very good jokes. Applying to David, yes, but you, David, not allowed in the Radha's kitchen. You cannot concoct. You cannot cook, she says. Yeah, that's right. Hey, you're really not a good cook up to her standard. You're still eating uncooked food, man. Here we will teach you a new kind of cooking, but you have to be open. You have to abandon your opinion. You have to abandon your opinion about what is Mahaprasad. Well, this is Mahaprasad. You have to be open to learning about Mahaprasad. See, worship me on the path of spontaneous love, abandoning all rituals of religiosity and fruitive activities. This is automatic, man. You just this loving Krishna is so great, man. You get everything from this. You even get the results of fruitive activities. People working their ass off. This is a problem with David. He's massaging all these old ladies, right there, David. I mean, Kamalakanta, you massage all these old ladies, and Gohari, all he does is he worships the Lord in spontaneous love and gets the results of fruitive activities just by serving Krishna like this. Because it's work, man. Who's going to do this work? Who's capable? Only those who get the mercy of the love of Krishna, life's ultimate goal, can do this work. And then the verses all ring true. The verse in Nectar Devotion says, those who are engaged in pure devotional service and bhakti get the results of fruitive activity. Sense gratification, I get enough of that. I don't want too much, but I get enough of that. And what is this? Sense gratification, fruitive activity. Oh, religiosity. Look at this. Guy with a t-shirt gets titles. Isn't that amazing? Gets titles, Bhakti Vedantas. See, why not? I mean, I'm just giving you Vedanta that comes from Bhakti. All they give you is Vedanta that doesn't come from any Bhakti. That's why it's all twisted and speculative, right? Here you get real Vedanta coming from Bhakti. You can check Bhakti first, Vedanta next, right? No Bhakti? Well, you're getting speculation, and that's the problem in all these religious big organizations and why people leave. No Bhakti. Bhakti is what the heart is waiting for, even though you don't know it. See, religiosity, you become looked as a religious leader. I didn't go to school for this. Oh, I just had this potency and in my heart, and I look at the scriptures, I understand these things by the grace of the helper. The love of God helps me in all ways. And it will help you if you believe in this preaching. If you believe in these words and you believe in these truths, you will get the helper too. Ask the ones who got it. It's great, isn't it, Lalita and Govinda, to have the helper, and you look at the scriptures and you love them. And not only do you love them, you understand them because you become Bhagavad Gita personified, like Lalita and Govinda and others here. They look at the scriptures and they understand them. You become the verses by mercy of Guru and Krishna, which you get here. To those who worship Krishna, here we go. 1,000 times I've said this. To those who worship, I love saying this. I want to say it more. I'll say it more tomorrow too. I love choice. I love it. It's like a choice steak, right? Choice steak, man. Choice, tender, juicy. That's the word of God. Like a tender, juicy, what they call first class steak. It's juicy, it's tender, juicy, sweet, whatever it is. But that's the word of God. It's choice. See? Choice. That's why the words in the scriptures, the choice words, are all about the glorification of spontaneous devotion and the path to it. That's choice scriptures. That's choice eating there, Mr. Kamalakanta. See, you got to learn to eat like this. Hey, this is real eating. Dogs can't eat like this, right? But you could if you abandoned your opinion and wanted to move deeper into bhakti. See, you get the titles because of engagement in pure devotional service, because you got the gift of Lord Chaitanya. You see, I keep reminding people of the real truth in Chaitanya Charitamrita is all about getting the gift of this prema, this devotion. It only comes in the real line when we got the real essential preaching manifest. This is Prabhupada's mercy now. The real mercy, the deeper mercy. This is his order, is to give this kind of level and complete your devotional, schooling, to complete everything, complete your education in bhakti. Whoever is ready, this is where you're going to do it. You can't do it in ISKCON. You can't do it with Radhanath, and you can't do it with Gaudiya Samiti. You got to do it where the experienced devotee is, where people are getting the fruit of devotional experiences, where you see people getting this bhakti. That means that's where God is really working, not apparently working, not speculatively working, not word juggling the scriptures working, but where he's really working. The transcendental potency is manifested. And this is the only place I've seen for the Vaishnavas where the Lord is really working. See? In reality, eternal reality, not temporary reality. He's all over the place in working temporary reality in the modes of nature, mode of goodness, right? Mode of passion, mode of ignorance. He's in religion. He's in Vaishnavism, working in maybe even the mode of goodness, maybe. Yeah, they're all striving for the mode of goodness and he's working there, but that's not the Lord I'm interested in. I want the Lord of Vrindavan. Man, I'm preaching the Lord of Vrindavan. See, and the path to it is Lord Chaitanya's teachings. Yeah. This is what we're doing. We're very proud. I'm proud to present those teachings as they are in face of death. Death of the body, which is, I don't believe death of the body, man. Man, I'm living forever. Who else is living forever here? If you come here regularly, you're addicted to life. You're attracted to life. See, right? Isn't that what it is? You're living forever or starting here because you get real life here, man. You really, wow, this is energy, man. This is the life I've been looking for. I certainly don't get this from even my husband. I don't get this kind of life from my children. I don't get this life from my money. I don't get this. Anything in the modes of nature doesn't give me this kind of life. Why did this? You got to realize what Jesus said, not just have it in the Bible. I have life and I can give it to you abundantly. Well, that's good. You got one of those in your life where you're feeling the real life, the real power of God, the real passion of the Lord, the passion for preaching the truth in this world. And confusing everybody, causing troubles. I mean, he ain't no real goer, right? He's no real guy, causing trouble, causing disturbance in ISKCON and Gaudius Mean and Gaudium. We want to disturb everybody. With what? The truth. What a disturbance the truth is, huh? What is it? Nobody, hold that guy back. Nobody's holding him back. They already want to have an organization, and they won't say my name. They don't want to say because they get too purified. I think they always infer this one lady. We should have somebody, monitor, these gurus. Talking about Gohari, one of the gurus they want. We have to have a monitoring system to monitor. It's like you're back in school. Remember we had monitors? This is Krishna saying, you see, this is what you're dealing with, man. Bunch of children in school. They want to monitor. Even Johan says somebody should monitor that Gohari Das because, he's saying all these bad things about me, all these truthful things about him, that he's a servant of Putana. He's imitating the real resident of Vrindavan. How dare you? You ain't going to get me to shut up about that. I'm here to expose, man, whistleblower. That's right. He should be whistling for, her grace. See, Lalita's egging me on. She's always Lalita, David Beeman, Lalita, would you not be allowed on any RD bus? We did allow some humble women on the bus to make offerings to Radha. Go, here he goes. Uh-oh. Watch out there, Kamala Kanta. We will never shut up when we see hypocrisy. We will react. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is, hey, man. Prabhupada and Bhakti Siddhanta said when you're preaching real Krishna guys, you declare war on Maya. Yeah, it's kind of a fun war, actually. Yeah. Will the purification hurt? Well, it depends on how attached you are to the false ego. If you hold on tight, it'll hurt. The Lord's trying to get you. No, no, no. I like my opinion. No, it's very important to me. It's me. My false opinion. My stupidity is very important to me. I don't want to let it. Oh, it's so painful letting it because you're holding on to it. Yeah, you're not used to it, Kamakanta. You've been away from Vishnu John too long. He should have stayed around to teach you more. So, because he left early, we're here to help you. That's probably why you keep coming back here. See, Krishna manifests his eternal human-like form and performs his pastimes to show mercy to his devotees. See? His human-like form to show mercy, to perform his pastimes, to show mercy to his devotees, those who are real devotees in their hearts, to become, to deliver his devotees. So he shows his human-like pastimes. And when you have, that's why you see this philosophy, these deep truths of Chaitanya Leela are like, they fit in like a perfect puzzle, pieces fit together perfectly. So you got to see, when you're ready to deliver, you're going to wait for Krishna 4,320,000,000 years for him to come and manifest his human-like form to deliver your devotees. You're going to wait for, you think 10,000 years is long. No, 4,320,000,000 years before Krishna comes again like that. And also Lord Chaitanya to deliver you. Or, big or, can you recognize the preaching of Krishna, inspired preaching of Krishna, through the as it is truth of Chaitanya Leela teachings, that he comes again, in his human-like form as Guru, like the scriptures teach, chapter 1, Adi Leela, on the spiritual master. That's the spiritual master you need to look for. See, these different forms of Krishna, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela, chapter 1. The Lord appears as Krishna, well, once in a blue moon. Long time you gotta wait. And he appears as a devotional potency. Devotional manifestations. You see these things happen in your life, and all this is because of bhakti, because of devotion. Ecstatic love, a devotional manifestation. Prema, devotional manifestation. That's God, that's Krishna in that form. All these amazing things that happen in your life, that's Krishna in that form. Plenary portions, Nityananda, Dvaita, Jesus. The plenary, big forms of the Lord, they're all Krishna in that form. The Lord said, this is my manifestation, mine, this is my devotee. See, Nityananda, my brother. See, my brother. Advaita, my brother. Balaram, my brother. Lakshman, my brother. Okay. Oh, and also the devotee, my brother, my friend, my beloved. Oh, spiritual master. See, you can check all this I say. I don't lie. I tell you the truth. That's in the book. Look it up. Chapter 1 on the spirit. You need one of those. And the spiritual master is me in that form as Guru. Even though that form, he's just a little infinitesimal atom. But man, when I'm here as Guru, watch out, man, because Maya cannot show her face before that kind of Guru. Even though he's an atom, he'll defeat the whole big fucking Maya. That big shadow is nothing, and one little light of truth, a ray, like Bhaktisiddhanta was called the ray of Vishnu. That's Guru, man. They're a ray of Krishna in this world, Lord Chaitanya in this world. That's your deliverer, man. If you ain't got that, you ain't delivered, because you got all these scam artists out here trying to imitate the residents of Vrindavan. So they're serving Putana. They speak naturally, Kalya, poison in their Harikatha, because they haven't realized Krishna. They're not real residents. Are you tired of being scammed out there? Or you still have faith in scam artists? You still have faith in the demigods and astrologers and tarot readers and new age bullshit? Motivated Christians who want to be big healers. Or you really want a real representative of Lord Chaitanya just to give you the pure truth, clean, clear, ecstatic, powerful, life-shaking, shakes you, trembling, crying, laughing, cosmic laughter. You want that, man? It's a rush. Man, we want intoxication like that. I do. Krishna does. That's why he wants to experience that in your heart. And then you understand, wow, my Lord, man. Woo-hoo! Boy, you know how to have fun and you let me participate. Ooh, I love this maidservant position. This is great. Whatever you experience, I get to relish too. Oh, you know how to enjoy the world. That's why people say, Corey, you ain't a fucking devotee. Oh, of course they won't use that word. We just embellish it. You're not a fucking devotee. You know why? Because you enjoy chanting Hare Krishna. No, my dear brother, you're misunderstanding. The Lord is enjoying it. I don't know. I'm just having a picnic with the Lord. Whatever he eats, I like to eat, man. No, his happiness is he's giving me that appreciation. But you guys, don't you want it? Does this look good to you? No! I want to be Gurudev. I want to be a sannyasi. I want worship. I want all that. Oh, really? Oh, this is better, man. I love worshiping Krishna. I love worshiping the truth, man. Oh, I love relishing tasting it. Oh, I love sharing it with my brothers and sisters. Oh, man, this is pure love. I love pure love, man. I don't like this thing of, wanting to be worshipped. Why should I have just a little infinitesimal thing, I want to worship. I'm too busy worshiping. And then all these people worshiping me. Oh, Guru Dev and all that. I'm thinking, wow, man, well, that's amazing. Wow, just by worshiping you, Lord, and being into you and you in me, all of a sudden they're worshiping you in me. Whether they know it or not, they say, oh, my Guru Dev is this and this and this. But the real worship is really going to the Lord who is saying, yeah, man, this is the way it works, man. I come in you, I live in you, and people see me through you. And that's how I deliver people. If they don't see me and you in the real by medium, in the real representative in this world, they don't get delivered. Okay, Lord, all right. What do you want me to do? Well, just preach the truth, man. Set people free. Whoever will believe your testimony, most 99% of the world might think you're crazy and everything because they're crazy and they project it on you. And you're just sitting there, the truth has set you free, and you're like my Siddhama now. So that's Guru, man. You got anybody like that in your life? Siddhama, that's Guru, has those qualities. That's the real associate of Krishna. Real one. He's like Sudama. Whole kingdom. Whole kingdom. Millions of people. They all believed in the false Krishna. See, the false Krishna comes from the false guru. They give you false guru. They teach Guru Tattva in a perverted way because Kali is speaking through them. They hide the real kingdom. That was Pundraka. He was the false Krishna. And Sudama stood up with this against the whole fucking kingdom, man. He says, you guys, your worship, he ain't the real Krishna. I know the real Krishna. He intimately went to school with Krishna. See? He knew Krishna. Krishna gave him intimate because of his love and as being a real follower of Krishna. See? A real lover of Krishna. Gave him Bhagavad Gita 10:10 understanding of who God really was. And he saw the falsity of these false presentations of Krishna, like Spundraka, like these gurus. You need a guy like that who will stand up and say, Jai Pataka, you're not qualified. You're not giving the real Krishna. You're not giving real Guru Tattva. You are not a real resident of Vrindavan. Radhanath and Narayan Raj and you, Ananta Das, you're not giving the real representative of Krishna. You're not real Ragas. Where's that Raganuga you're teaching? Where is it? Nowhere to be seen. Step down. Okay? That's who you need to, because in this Maya, it's very rare to find a Sudama who's actually got a real relationship with Krishna. But that's what you need to get out of here. That was a Jesus, man. That was a Madhavinda Puri. That was an Ishvar Puri. Got it from his guru, and you can get it from your guru too. You want to be like that? You want to be the eagle on the mountain? That or the fool on the hill. Everybody thinks this guy's a fool on the hill, and you'll be looking down, seeing the world spinning around in illusion, and the whirlwind demons and the putanas and the kalyas, and you see all that bullshit going on, and you're the fool on the hill. Everybody, look at the fool on the hill. He's foolishly going against everything we believe in. Yeah, because you're all getting fucking scammed, man, and that's just the truth. Prove me wrong. Hey, Radhanath, get your fucking ass up here. How about you? Narayan Raj follows all your false wolves in sheep's clothing bullshit. Get your ass up here. One of you have some balls to go and try to overturn this preaching. Come on. Come on. Come on. But they won't do it because they know who they're facing, man. Real authority is working here, isn't it? If this is bewildering you, that's purification. Because what's really true. Why you guys are just wimps. You believe in illusion. You take shelter of illusion until the deliverance is here. Deliverance is here. You know, you come here, you face the truth, you get purified, man. And you'll realize we'll just blow with the loud shouts, man. If you're not a loud shouter, man, for the truth, for the sake of truth, the Lord Chaitanya ain't using you, man. That lion-like quality has to manifest again to blow away the elephantine offenses, and there are so many in this Kali Yuga. And you got to be standing in that wind and let it blow. Otherwise, you're not delivered, man. All those offenses stay with you, and you'll go and get scammed by these gurus, scammed by the New Age, and scammed by the astrologer. Doesn't matter how nice they are, they're still speculators till they come in the real line, where the rare Lord is rarely working. See, that's where deliverance is. Right? Yeah, they always want you to be. No, you know what they're saying is, we want you to become repressed like us. We are Vaidhi Bhaktas, and we think we know all about what a real devotee is. Real devotee comes before the fucking scam artists, man. These liars, these cheaters, deceivers, and you 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 cow to them. You moo ba. I'm your sheep, man. You know, and they're laughing at you, man, scamming you to death. To death, because you will die and you will take more births because they can't deliver you, man. You need a living devotee, a real prema bhakta, you know. That's your humility. Remember, we had that Abaye who came here for a while, and she was like this. Oh, don't, Prabhu, I don't want to commit any offenses. You think that's a real fucking devotee yet? No, no. She needed to stay here another year or two and to be purified of that being like a whipped dog. The lie whips you, man, into this kind of thing. What, you think that you guys all leave eventually? You'll leave Krishna consciousness, you know, because you haven't developed real love for God. Look at people already showing here. They're here 6, 7 years. Yeah, see, and they find they've come to the level, they realize, wow, this is real life in this world. Real sadhu sangha, this is very rare. Where do you hear this preaching? Where do you relish this bhakti? Where do you see this bhakti? Only here. I ain't going anywhere. I'm going to come here. Hey, we got people like that already. What do you got in ISKCON? Just control me. Yes, I don't know where to go anyway. I don't, I have no, just what do you want me to know? Yeah, I'm Guru Dave, man. I got no bhakti. See, see. This is the real truth. Oh, I'm Guru Dev. I don't have any bhakti, but man, I can juggle the scriptures. You see, the scriptures say you must have a spiritual master, and just assume I'm qualified. And then, well, I'm not. They're not intelligent to think. Well, is my guru qualified? Oh, don't even think that. Don't question authority. Isn't that what the world does? You just, yeah. What is the difference between these fucking politicians and these fucking gurus? What's the difference? They do the same thing. Don't question authority, man. Don't question anything. Just obey. Isn't that what the world government? Isn't that what Klaus Schwab wants for you? Isn't that what these gurus? Just obey us, man. Just believe our shit doesn't stink. No, Gohar sitting there. Your shit, all of it, stinks badly. You're all shitheads. You're not pure devotees. Where's the pure devotion? How dare you be worshipped? That's idolatry, isn't it? Am I saying something wrong or just very true? It's idolatry if the person isn't like a. See, there you go. You see, River again in the phone. Thank you, River. See, how can I think she's gone when she shows me she's around. She went into the computer. I'll talk to you through the cell phones and computer things and whatever. Yeah, yeah. See, people have been worshiping on level etiquette. And etiquette isn't perfect. That's why the Vaidhi path level is not perfect. It doesn't perfect your bhakti. You can't. You have to come to this level of truth. Yeah, really, really deep, very clear, very powerful, very purifying. So you can't perfect your bhakti on the level of etiquette. I remember I was sitting in a Narayan Raj group, and they're putting all these sannyasis on a stage and saying, well, they're Prabhupada disciples. They're more advanced than you guys in the audience. And that's when I started to suspect. I said, oh, they're preaching etiquette like this. And then I'm looking at these big false egos on the stage. Especially this one was really like blatant. He's sitting there with his chest up. See, Chakravakature, of the demons. He had a big staff and he's looking like this. I said, so blatantly obvious. And they're all kind of like this. I said, oh, this is the result of putting unqualified people in a position, and they're going to be gurus soon. And they all became gurus. Oh, of course, they wouldn't take the title of a deliverer. See, they're maybe up to Bhakti Vedanta with no Bhakti, of course, no pure Bhakti, but they're not Srilas. Of course, they're not. Of course, they're not Srilas. They cannot. They cannot present. See, Srila means presenting the beautiful pastimes of Krishna, everything as it is. They're not Srilas. See, Srila presents the beautiful pastimes of Krishna, so that was appropriate that they're not Srilas, because they're not. Beautiful, you got to at least present Guru Tattva beautifully, right? As it is, powerfully, truthfully. But that might put you out of a position if you're not really there. You notice, why does Gohar, he's preaching all that you got to be a pure devotee, you got to be purified, you got to have prema. Why does he stay in a position? Well, you guys could boot me out if you see that I don't have these qualifications that I'm preaching about. I'm giving you the power to boot Gaur Haridas out. You think these guys, they don't even have the power to give you. They don't even know the qualification. And you expect me to respect and worship them and give them on edit? No, I'm here to destroy their illusion. That's it, man. Because I'm giving you all the power. I'm giving them the power, but they don't take it because of their faith in illusion and illusionist. See, you got the power to dethrone Goharidas. I've given you that power. I'm giving you the truth. You can check it all in there. If Gohari is not a Bhagavad Gita 10:10, then you can boot his ass out of the position. You're not gonna have to stay here, right? I'm giving you the power to do that. Huh? But do you think they can give it? They can't even give you the power. They're so addicted to their speculations. They're so addicted to their own lies and their own bullshit, their own scams. See, that's why it's the cheaters and the cheated, man. You're cheated of the absolute truth as it is. You're cheated and you're a cheater and you're both cheaters and you both go in a ditch. Oh, didn't Jesus see Prabhupada talk to cheaters and cheaters, right? And Jesus talked about the cheaters and the cheated. He said it in a way, blind guides, the blind followers and blind leaders, and they both fall in the dark ditch. That's ISKCON. That's Gaudiya Samiti. That's the Radhakund Babajis. That's what I observed. They're all going in the dark ditch. How can you say there's no purity? Because not one of them has manifested pure devotion. Not one of them has transmitted pure devotion to anybody. Prove me wrong. None can do it. None will do it. Because they know they're liars and cheaters and scam artists. Or they may not know it because they can be blinded by their own bullshit. And they, how dare he? You can't even understand that a real spiritual master has real spiritual eternal relationship with God. They can't even understand that. And you expect me or any of my real followers to give respect to that? What the fuck? Why would you want to support the world? What, do you want to be a servant of Maya? You want blood on your fucking hands? I don't want blood on my hands. I'm like St. Paul. Hey man, he preached the truth. I preach the truth. You fuckers prove that you got prema and you can deliver your disciples. Otherwise you're bogus, man. You're a bogus person. You know, bogus? You're a bogey, man. You take people down into the hell you're in. How dare you promote idolatry? What, you got no prema bhakti? What spiritual power do you have to deliver anybody? That's why you don't see any manifestation of love of God in any of those Vaishnava devotees. Anyone. Go to Narayan Raj, go to Radhakund Babajis. When you get purified here, you'll see one big false ego everywhere. They're all serving the false ego as pure bhakti. Not coming. All of them. That's what I learned personally. I went in there. How many of you did the work? I did the work. I was in ISKCON for 5 years. I was with Narayan Raj a year and a half. I was with Radhakund Babaji 6 months. That was enough. I went to Jesus to see, is there a difference? Yeah, there certainly is, man. Lord Chaitanya is the progressive teaching of Jesus. I went into the New Age. Bullshit. You go and you examine New Age teachers, man. When you go deep in there, they're all fucked up too. They don't get over. It's all a bunch of big game. They act like they know something and they're as fucked up. Just like psychologists, and psychiatrists, they're usually pretty screwed up in their own minds. But they act like authorities. That's everybody practically. Until you get the helper, man, you don't, you're going to be more or less screwed up in your mind. Right? It's just simple, man. We need the attachment to the Lord, the love of Krishna, the love of God. And now we got some support. Otherwise, we're weak, man. The modes of nature weaken everybody. They make them less intelligent. You take shelter of the mode of goodness. Still, you may be a little more happy and all that because you're regulated, but you're still less intelligent. Like there might be in the Narayan Raj group and Radhakund Babaji's those who are taking shelter of the mode of goodness, but compared to this, it's dirty rags, man. They're still taking shelter of the modes of nature. Come on, man. That's why this preaching is different, because we help even attract people out of the modes of nature of goodness. Passion, ignorance, all coverings for the real soul. The real soul is uncovered here. See, we worship the Lord. He's given us the helper, the love of Krishna, the love of God. It's the only thing that brings Krishna back to us. Isn't that what he said? My dear damsels of Raj, you are very fortunate. Because of your attachment to you is your own good fortune. It is the only thing that brings me back to you. What is that me? That me is the real God, the real conception. And without prema, you don't have it. You're just a bhakti vedanta in name only. No bhakti, no real truth, no real clear idea of it. All you do is it just feeds your false ego of thinking that you're better than you are. And people misunderstand. They go, hard. Don't you think you're better than you are? No, I'm too busy preaching about the better, man. Too busy preaching about the truth of my Lord, how the truth has saved me and saving other people in this Sangha. That's what I'm too busy doing that. See, when you're doing like that and you're really relishing the happiness of presenting God and his real devotees in the world, all of a sudden you get all kinds of praises showered on you by those who are purified, of course, or you get the praises of people throwing tomatoes. You think that's not praise? You guys are, many of you are afraid of tomatoes. I think it's a great honor, man. It's a great honor to get tomatoes who just squish on me. It's a great honor to preach the truth and let people spit on you and say all manner of bad things and blasphemies about Gohari Das. I think it's a great honor. Even Jesus says, "Oh, you're going to be honored by the Father." Man, I already feel it, man. I don't have to, wait to die to experience God. Say, "Oh, you're my beloved son." No, just let it rip, man. What an honor. Just thinking about Jesus saying, wow, they're going to do it. That means I'm his servant. They did it to him, and he's chosen me as his servant. They did it to all real devotees, where the Lord has chosen to live inside them. What a great honor. That's why I accept St. Francis. What does St. Francis say? They said, what is the greatest contentment, Mr. Francis? Oh, you want to know the greatest contentment is to be known as a servant of my Lord, is to go practically and do what my Lord did and preach the real gospel, the real good news. See? The real good news that we're preaching here all over the airways, the real good news. To door, like we do door to door here. This is a new way of door to door, to go and they throw garbage on you. They blaspheme you and all that. He said, this is the greatest contentment when they do that, because I preached, I served my Lord. St. Paul was like that. They stoned him. See, the greatest contentment. I get to participate. That means the Lord has chosen me to be part of him. See, part of Jesus, part of Lord Chaitanya, part of Nityananda, part of their devotees. Get the greatest contentment. You homosexual, Gohari, all these lies, you, you womanizer, you this, you that. Well, it's only the body thing. Doesn't matter. I could be all of that. But what is really happening? What is real? Doesn't matter whether I am or not. Man, are you? Yes, it is. Are you the words of Lord Chaitanya? Yes, it is correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna, certainly spiritual master, whether that's why you want to be, you trans, you a homosexual, you a heterosexual, just come the fuck here, man, and get purified. And you can even be a trans, you can be whatever you heterosexual, homosexual, doesn't matter. If you awaken for Krishna, you're certainly the spiritual master. There's no but, no and, no buts or ands. If you awaken devotion to Krishna because you preach the essence of truth, that's the only thing oppressing Radha and Krishna in your heart. And if you're one of those, you're certainly the spiritual master. You Narayan Raj group, you Iska Radhanath, come and defeat. Hey, if you differ with me, Prem Parojana, you come here and let's have a debate. You know, he follows the principles perfectly, or pretty. I mean, he follows really good, man. The guy plays the mridanga like a, you know, it looks really nice and handsome and all these things, you know, and he quotes all these verses, memorized everything, speaks Russian, speaks Hindi, can translate Sanskrit, can do all these things. Yeah, you got Prema? Let's see. He might actually have something. Invite you. Can you see what's going on here? Really? Can you see this truth? You know, this is not easy to see these things, but most can't. That's why a great sage, remember, all the verses, that's your guru, man. Great sage is not a great sage unless his opinion differs from others. Now that seems contradictory, right? Your opinion differs from others. Who are those others? The others are all the way up from the world into religion, into Vaishnavism at this point. Yeah, that's why, you know, people say to me, do you have any Mahabhagavat confirm your realizations? What do you know about a Mahabhagavat, you stupid fools out there? I already looked and checked. I didn't find one that I would consider. A Mahabhagavat in this world is one who's received the full mercy of Lord Chaitanya and been raised not to the Vaikuntha platform, but to the Vrindavan platform. And they prove it because their understanding is so deep and so real and so hard to understand unless you follow the process of becoming a disciple and friend and well-wisher, you know, of theirs. And their opinion differs from these gurus who are not really of the standard they preach, right? I just preach the standard of the book. You know, the book is in there, the standard is in there, they preach the opposite. They preach something different. Whether it's sincere or not, you know, from their point of view, they preach something different. They don't even know what is a resident Vrindavan, as far as I've seen. They can't manifest it, they cannot transmit it, but here it's manifested and it's transmitted. It's very real here. It's very true here. And still, people are so contaminated, they can't come to the real thing. They've contaminated by associating with the Putanas, the false representatives of Vrindavan, the Kalyas, who they speak bullshit, basically. They speak conclusions against the real essence of the scriptures. They don't know about the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. They poo-poo it. They don't believe it. Narayan Raj devotees do not believe in the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. They believe in what their guru told them. It'll take many lifetimes if you follow his path to attain Krishna, which is true. It'll going to take you many lifetimes. And he didn't preach the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. We do. And that's why people get that mercy now. And that mercy is prema, devotion to Krishna, if you believe in this. And you'll start, if you listen to these talks, which are very true, and you got sincerely looking, you're going to start crying. And if you do, now that's the Lord crying inside you saying, wow, I finally found a place where I can be born and I can be nourished and grow up. I've been looking for such a place for many, many lifetimes. That's the ones that Jesus said are taught. I'm here to teach those who are taught by God. Gohari Das also. Okay? If the Lord reacts like that when you find a real guru, like Lalita also had that after 10 videos, she had this awakening like this. And that's what it's about. Even if it takes you one day, 1 week, 1 month, 6 months, 8 months, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, or wait all the way to the end of your life to understand what faith is in such a guru. then your life is a success. Remember the robber? It's like that, man. Faith in the real manifestation of the Lord in the world as the spiritual master. It is like that. When the robber who did so many robberies and he killed people and everything, and he turned to Jesus and said, wow, I watched your preaching here and I'm on the end of my life and I deserve all these things. That could be you gurus. Say that qualifying word. You gurus, you're on the cross, man. You're end of your life. And you say, yeah, I misled people. I let them worship me and adore me. And I could really do nothing for them. I could not really save them. I led them on to believe that I was their deliverer. I speculated on the scriptures and everything. Is there any place for me in the kingdom? Now I realize my fault. I'm repentant in that way. Oh, today, because of your repentance, your honest repentance, we shall be in paradise together. Okay? That time is again now. Okay? If anybody, any of you friggin' gurus I've been preaching to, even one of you, not only will you save your own life, you save your own sorry asses. Every one of you fuckers out there, you'll save your sorry asses, but you'll have the highest benefit for your brothers and sisters by showing the right example. Okay? Otherwise, your sorry asses will be in darkness, as it is already. You're idols, man. People are idling their time. Okay? And this preaching is as it is now because it's as it is now. It's arisen again. And if you don't repent, well, you and your followers will die in the darkness. Repenting is meaning, wow, I'm not a real guru, man. Somebody's actually pointed that out. You know, that's what Devananda Pandit went through. The Lord had the kahunas to point out this Devananda Pandit is not a qualified guru. He should not be preaching Bhagavatam. And I say that to you ISKCON gurus and you Narayan Rajas and Radhakunda. You should not be preaching the real Bhagavatam. The real Bhagavatam is the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. You just what Lord Chaitanya gave Devananda Pandits and giving you guys the same treatment. Devananda eventually, he was morose when he heard the preaching, but he got purified, forced on him by the forcing the truth. And then he took shelter of a real devotee, Devananda Vakreshwar Pandit, and became purified by taking shelter of a real devotee, and Lord Chaitanya called him. Okay, you've been purified. See, you committed all these offenses to my real devotees. Here we are. Here God was, as Lord Chaitanya. Here his real devotees were, and Devananda Pandit paid him no mind. You know, got his followers to follow him when they should have been following Lord Chaitanya and his real devotees, following in those footsteps. So misleading everybody to go to them. That's what you fucking gurus are doing, man. You're misleading everybody to go to you when they should be coming here where Lord Chaitanya is really working. Isn't he really working here? Isn't he proving it? All right, you don't believe in my words? How about the works God is doing? Lord Chaitanya is doing by awakening people here to love of Krishna. That's the Lord. That's my Lord that I'm worshiping, that I'm praising, that I'm teaching about. That I have the balls because the Lord is really with me to confront these Devananda Pandits in ISKCON, in Gaudiya Samiti and the Radhakund Babajis, to if we can save one. If one is in there that has some sincerity, some guru, some follower, we save one soul. It's worth it to save one soul, to give your life to save one soul. See? What is my life? My life is the truth. I'm giving that, right? Not holding back, not following etiquettes and letting these big false egos be on stage and thinking, well, eventually it'll become guru. Then I'll take shelter of this big fucking false ego. I'm not preaching like that. I'm tearing down the false egos. You know, so you got the real ego. The real ego is I as a real devotee of the Lord, preaching the truth and setting people free. Real ego. Oh my God, 3 hours already. Yeah. Yeah, this preaching's tough. This preaching's rough. What you want? We gotta see. Do we got any Radharani's girlfriends here that are potential? Is anybody you saying like this, like Radharani or her girlfriends? Whether Krishna handles me rough or softly, man, he's still my worshipable deity. Birth after birth. Are you like that? Do you see this preaching like that? Even though you're handled roughly, still you're not losing faith in it? Sometimes you see the softness. Otherwise, how you know you're with the real guru unless you actually demonstrate the real guru? Uncompromising preaching delivers you, not compromised preaching. Uncompromised truth, essence of truth, delivers you if you can take it. If you do take it, take the punches. Time is of the essence now. See? What are the qualities of real guru? Sometimes they're hard as a thunderbolt. You see that here? Or do you see it in these wimpy so-called gurus who are wolves in sheep's, walking around like you fucking wimps? Or you see the hard as a thunderbolt here? Is the Lord quality as hard as a thunderbolt and soft as a flower here? Well, that's where the Lord is really working, man. That's scripture. That's the living scripture. When you see that in action, and when you see that in action and hear that in action, then there's purification, man. Then there's change and transformation. The scriptures have to live again, live in the real living devotee where the devotion is alive. You can't see it in the book unless you're a real devotee, man, already from another life or from this life, where it's going to come from, actually. Not many people here today. Wonder why. Probably this preaching. It's too heavy. Probably lost David Beeman too by now. He's got a short attention span. He's always thinking of eating food, right? He's always thinking, he can't get it off his mind. Always, gotta eat. Food, gotta eat. Gotta eat. He comes to class, he's thinking, gotta eat food. Doesn't hear anything, I don't think. Right? Do you, David, if you're still here? You gotta eat food, gotta eat the maha. He doesn't see all the maha here. Righties always want us to become humble. Yeah, they want us to become humble. They don't know what real humility is. You know what real humility is? Is this kind of preaching. Uncompromising preaching. That's humility. People don't know what humility is. What is bullshit? They don't know humility. Humility is this wimpy thing. Ooh, I'm afraid of offense. No, an offense is lack of affection for real devotees here in our Sangha. You're all in offense practically. 99% of you Vaishnavas are in offense because you lack offenses for the real Krishna presented by real devotees. See? That's that. You're not ready for that. You have all these false representations. False gurus give you a false representation of the real Krishna. See? Therefore, you don't get really purified. You stay neophytes, you die neophytes. See? Until you come and stand before the truth. Stand for the truth, before the truth. First, let's start with standing before the truth, okay, which is here. And then, get purified, then stand for the truth, stand under the truth. And then you're going to do some real work for the Lord. You know, when you're standing under the truth, really there, surrendered to it, committed to it, and then you start standing for that truth because you've been purified and you know this is true. And the truth is living inside you, loving God and getting stronger in the word coming out of your mouth. Standing for the truth, standing under the truth, shelter there, get the experience, and then standing for the truth by opening your mouth and preaching it without compromise. Hey, people, you're all wimpy like this. No, no, devotee, you should be more humble. No, you're saying be more repressed. No, you don't have to. We worship God with this bhakti, man. For the love of Krishna, he gives us the empowerment to be strong, to be bold, to be like real devotees, to be like the apostles of Jesus. Okay? Otherwise, you're all a bunch of wimps being wimped down by these other wimpy preachers. You follow that, all this false humility, all this false humbleness. Yeah. Humbleness is to go before you and just tell you the flat out truth at the risk of death. That's pretty humble, isn't it? Risk of death. Any of these fuckers can come over here and kill this body if they want. And they may. So fucking what, man? At least I got another day of preaching here, right? Isn't that the way it is? You guys, you have another day of death. All of you. You gurus are following death. The false ego, you don't follow the truth. You're not even real gurus, man. And you follow death, all for the sake of name and fame and money and all that, and the false prestige. And you're just for another day of death. Every day I get another day of life, and I'm here to teach that. How to live forever. This body goes, and what do you already got a transcendental body, man. You know, I'm here to use that transcendental body. Use this body as the temple for that, man. As the springboard for that, man. The injecting, what do they call that? The needle for that. You know, everybody's getting injections. The whole world was bullshitted by Maya to get their fucking injections, right? Well, the body of a devotee, the mouth of the devotee is the injecting force of Krishna into you, you know, into your ear and to your heart, injecting the truth. Okay? What do they call this? Syringe. Yeah. The devotee's body is a syringe for that truth to inject it. You need an injection, right? You get it, we threw it right through the ears, you know, and it goes into the heart. And then what happens? You have a birth of Krishna. Okay, let's get some people up here. Okay, everybody come on up here and let's hear some wild expressions of the truth, man. I've been going on like a madman for 3 hours already, over 3 hours. So let's see who gets here first. Noodles beat. Look at this. Let's honor Noodles. She got up here first before Lalita. All right, she won. She won the race here. Bhakta Tom is third. Okay, all right. So Noodles, you get the first. Give us a word.
Uh, yeah, I didn't. Today was like a roller coaster for me. I got up in the morning. I was thinking it's going to be a very dry day, and you wouldn't believe it was like, you know, I just started listening to a song, and then that's it. It just kicked in. Couldn't control myself. I was jumping, and I was like, I went into the kitchen. I was feeling super hot, you know. I was like rolling on the floor. I was literally on the floor for God knows how long, rolling on the floor. I was like telling Funny, for the first time, I feel the house is small because I just really needed to roll. I couldn't control, you know. I was dancing like crazy. I was just jump. I'm not a dance person, Maharaj. Trust me, I'm not. And I was just, you know, I know I would have been looked terrible with those stupid steps of mine, but I couldn't. I had to just really exert it out. I was jumping, and all of that. And then suddenly I started listening to, I mean, the songs were going on in background, and then there was this song that started playing, and it made whole lot different sense altogether. Totally, I mean, I was like, the lyrics made totally different sense than what they have been all these days. And I cried. I was crawling, Maharaj. I was crawling on the floor, crying like a baby. I was literally crying after that. Man, it was crazy today. Oh gosh. Wow.
Is Fani around?
Yeah, he's been caught up with a lot of work today. He's like,
So
yeah, he's
funny,
been.
funny. When that happens, I want you to take a video of her.
Yeah, maybe he says.
No, maybe.
I would run away from him actually, if you think about it. Only when I was in the kitchen and then I was just in the corner, it's like I feel so good. It happens when Brinda is not around. I'm like, I can't show myself like that to her. Like, it feels like that. But I, man, I was, oh God, it's like, yeah, I can't exp- I couldn't, Maharaj. It was awesome. I mean, I was rolling on the floor. You would imagine I was literally rolling on the kitchen floor because I was feeling so hot. I wanted something to really, cold floor, or
Yeah,
something. And then, I don't know, oh, God. And then that song, Maharaj, it was totally, I'd really want to talk about that song. It's
yeah.
it's it's about it's about it says that Ahalya is she's one of the devotees who I mean she gets cursed to become a stone as purification. But then what, it occurred to me that she might have been cursed to not feel the Lord inside. That's what stone is like, isn't it? And when actually Rama comes and with the dust of his feet, she becomes uh, she gets back her human form, they say, which is actually feeling for the Lord, isn't it? And then it and and the song goes on where it says, he's like the guy in the boat who puts you across the ocean. And it feels to me like, this is the boat that he's talking about, and he is inside our heart. And once he's inside, he's just taking across this ocean of misery, or darkness and all of that. And anybody who has the Lord, I mean, a devotee, he is like, when you feel the person has the, it says Rama Charanam, it's like lotus feet of Ram. I think, any devotee, guru for that matter, is like that for you, because you he's the one who gives you that love for the Lord, right? So he is like that. That's what I was thinking while I was listening. I mean, that's what I felt. These things came into my head.
See, that's conclusive. That comes by worshiping the Lord with ecstasy. You get conclusive about that. Like, basically, people's hearts are like stone, and by contact with the Lord, truly, it softens the heart, so the awakening of love happens, real love. So these are all conclusive things, but they're like symbols to people until devotion awakens. You don't understand them like this now. See, because bhakti is awakening you. See? And now you're understanding. See, that you become a connoisseur like this. Now you like this way of worship. You say, "Oh yeah, I like doing. I feel purified in there. I feel more clear, and wow, I'm understanding the depths of the song." There you go. That's devotees. They live on that. They live like that. And they live for that. Otherwise, you're not alive yet. If you don't see God as the scriptures and these truths are nourishing your soul, then you're not alive yet. Most
Yeah.
Vaishnavas don't have this. This is why this is the greatest manifestation of potentiality for Vaishnavism. Whoever comes here will get these gifts. I mean, this is a great gift the Lord has given you. He wants to prove. He shows by these kinds of things. He shows you this is the bhakti the Lord brought, and it's beautiful. It's perfect, and you get nothing but more and more blessings, and this goes on forever. Now you're a real devotee with real bhakti. So that's great.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, I really woke up to think it's going to be a pretty, yeah, but he always has a different plan, isn't it? That not something that we think of. It just comes out of the blue from nowhere. I was like, I was struggling to even figure out which song to really listen to, and oh my God, it was awesome.
Yeah, yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. Well, thank you there, Lalita. Give us a word.
I'm amazed about those symptoms of ecstasy. She just woke up a few months ago. I thought that would be a symptom for in years and years. I never had that experience that I was rolling on the ground. I thought maybe in years and years and years I would have that experience. And I hope not to have that because it always seems so crazy. Um, but yeah, I'm very amazed that she has the wow, man. That must have been unbelievable experience. Yeah, and then automatically you see after having those symptoms, having this closeness to the Lord, this bhakti, you get this Vedanta again. You have this proof
Yeah, yeah.
that she
It's
comes with this
enlightenment. Yeah, conclusive.
conclusive answer of what she heard is fantastic.
Yeah, it reveals
Yeah,
the symbols. What these songs
yeah,
are symbolic and
absolutely. Yeah,
esoteric, and it
yeah.
reveals it's this is how it works. We're seeing what really works. That's why the gurus, they, unless this bhakti is awakened, they don't have very good conclusions. They're kind of they're not really the God intelligence yet. See, this gives you God intelligence and the appreciation for it. So yeah, we have these miracles working for those who are come to the sangha. Yeah, she's from India, and from a background, this kind of stuff can
A
awaken.
different background, that's really also unbelievable for me to see. It's under your guidance, under your umbrella, and we have completely different mood and experiences, but it's all conclusive. It's all by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. It's always Chaitanya
Yeah.
who's working here and giving us. Well, I didn't have a religious background actually, but I knew that when she started talking about Lord Ram and her attraction, it comes it comes out that world. It comes out of a different world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it could be lifetimes. We're just looking in terms of this lifetime. But yeah, these seeds were sown long ago, and they just sometimes it takes a while. I mean, you can see here, like we have the Johans and the Madhusudans and the Christinas. This is something they made contact, and they just can't figure out how to go deeper right now. And others, my ex-wife, Mahavirya, they made contact, and so it's a process. In the next life they'll become more favorable. Uh,
And talking about the moods, Maharaj, that Lalita mentioned, like yesterday, until yesterday, it was a different mood. Today, I'm back again. I'm like, you're my father, and I'm your, that kind of a mood. I'm back to it. It's weird how it just changes in a day. From here to there.
yeah,
And yeah, I mean, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was also rolling on the floor at Sachi Gopal temple.
yeah,
So, so yeah.
yeah. Mm.
I,
Yeah, many places.
Yeah, and I remember. Oh, sorry, Guru Maharaj.
No, go ahead.
I remember that Shamagori said nobody of us will ever have those symptoms that Lord Chaitanya had, but look, noodles have them.
Well, it's not like everybody gets the same symptoms. That's a
No,
misunderstanding.
Mm.
Some will cry, some will laugh, some will do both, some will have tremble, some will various things, and then they develop, and there'll be symptoms that people never seen. You but that's just it's a gift of God. So whatever you get is great. It's wonderful. Um, yeah, it's all
It's
about.
like in the temples back in India, Maharaj, they do this. They keep rolling. I think it's something that they just they ask for a boon, and when it happens, they try to roll around the deity, the main deity that's in there. It just came to my head while you were talking, right? It's you. I think it's like doing that. You are doing that to the Lord, the deity that is inside our heart. You are. I was actually doing that to the one that has woken up inside my heart. Maybe it just came to me as you were talking about that.
Yeah, I mean, it could be spontaneous. It probably isn't a lot of that. Um, but see, the thing is, they do this kind of a similar thing of talking in tongues. The Christians, a lot of them, it's not spontaneous. They just do it, or they learn. They have somebody teaching you how to speak in tongues. It's all bullshit. That's bullshit. But it could be real. And thing is, when it's real, it's spontaneous. It just happens. You're not doing it like trying to do it
Yeah.
on your own. That's the
When
sahaja.
it's
Yeah,
when it's real, I get in ecstasy by hearing it
yeah.
very strongly,
Yeah,
very
if
strongly.
you're artificially trying to concoct it and to do it, it's like that devotee. Well, no, this Brahmin saw Haridas. Haridas was in spontaneous ecstasy. He's crying, he's laughing, doing all these things, and people were giving him great respect. And the Brahmin thought, "Look how much respect this guy is a Muslim, and he's getting all this respect. And look at me, I'm not getting. Oh, I see. I have to have these symptoms." And he started to imitate these symptoms, and then the Shiva inspired disciple saw him and started beating him. This happens a lot. This calls actually sahaja. There's a Christian version of that. These guys saw that the Paul and Peter and these apostles were casting out demons, and they were Pharisees, and see, like the Brahmins, sannyasi, they want to imitate it. Oh yeah, we should do like that too, and so they started to do the by the words, casting out demons, and the demons that were in these people possessed, they looked at them and said, well, we know Paul and Peter and these persons, but who the hell are you, man? They went in and attacked those guys and beat them up. So these things happen again and again. And these gurus are basically doing the same thing. They're acting like spiritual masters, and they're not really conduits for the potency of the true Lord. So I'm doing my part to beat up their false egos. you know they deserve a beating. The false ego deserves a beating, otherwise it will never be rectified. They'll go their whole lives if they don't hear this, or the disciples don't hear the false ego beaten. They will believe that is deliverance, and they will die undelivered. They're lucky to hear this word. Devananda Pandit was delivered because he heard. He didn't accept at first, but he heard the truth spoken by Lord Chaitanya, and this is truth, man. You heard the word, and getting your false egos beaten, with the truth. And that's how it works. Jesus, we recognize him because he beat the false egos of the Pharisees. He called them the truth. Because you're not real representatives of the true Lord, he called them vipers. See, Kalya. It's always the same preaching, man. So you don't have a guru like that, you're not delivered. They don't open the door for you. No. Kalya opens the door for you, and you listen. See, opens the door. You listen to Kalya. See, you listen to the Putana, the witch of the false resident of Vrindavan. These guys are not real residents. See, we open the door, see, to the real Vrindavan. They close it. And that's their preaching. Oh, I'm supposed to keep my mouth shut, right? Dear Lalita, I'm supposed to keep my mouth shut. They closed the door for the poor devotees not to get in, and I'm not supposed to open the door. Fuck you guys. Go, Arya. I'm here to open that can of worms. I'm here opening that door that you all closed. What did Jesus say? You don't go into the kingdom of God, which is the word of Jesus, the word of an empowered representative, the real good news, and you don't go in yourself and you hold back those. He held the door open for people by his preaching. The highest truth distinguished from all the illusion of the false deliverers, the poopy popes now that came after him. See, who's going to hold the door open by preaching against? See, the truth. All I do, I'm not against anybody, but I put the truth against them to test it, to see if it'll burst, man. The truth of what is real bhakti, what is real guru, the real conclusive truth. I hold it against the lie, and let's see what sizzles. Let's see what burns up. That's all I do. I don't hate these lies and everything because it's my Lord in that form. He lies in this form and tricks everybody. But we're here. If you believe in this preaching and you just see it against the illusion and see how more true this is, how real this really is, and let go of that bullshit and the bullshitters out there who are bullshitting themselves, and you also, and you all gonna die without this bhakti, and then come here, you're easy peasy deliverance. Look at Noodles. She didn't even necessarily go. She didn't have doubt and all this stuff, but because she's with Pani, and they're together, and Pani had great faith in this preaching, Krishna wanted to show how much mercy he can give. And look at Tom coming from the Mayavadi space. He's hanging in there.
But
This faithful. Sorry, go ahead.
no, Maharaj, I was saying in the morning. I mean, it was it is it was like, I really wanted to uh, stop at some point. I was like, I couldn't. I had to really go. It was like nothing was in my control. I felt like that little, how a puppet feels like.
Yeah,
It feels good. It's not the negative side of puppet that I'm talking about, but
yeah,
it's like I'm not in control of my actions
yeah,
or my movements of the body as such. I just and that's and when I get into that thing, it feels so funny to me later on when I think about it.
yeah.
It's like, yeah. Lalita, I didn't understand about what you were saying about feeling ecstasy. You said something, right? When it is true, you said you feel something. So
Oh, it feels
just now,
paralyzed in her legs or something, right?
About what moment are you talking about, Noodles? Now?
just yeah, just now you were saying if it is real, you feel something.
Oh, oh, that was about the talking in tongues when they are when Christians are really talking in tongues, I go in ecstasy. But when they fake it, it's empty. I experienced that. I love it hearing talking in tongues.
Yeah,
It's very attractive, but you need to hear the real ones, and there is a lot of fake.
yeah,
Lot.
Okay, okay.
Most.
Talking in tongues is like they do or something like that. Is that
yeah,
what
yeah,
it is? Ah, okay.
yeah. Better to talk Hare Krishna and go in the ecstatic love. The tongue talking is still where's the real ecstasy in it? I don't know. It's not that deep.
No, but I by accident came in contact
Yeah.
with a Hare Krishna devotee who was also talking in tongues, and I called you or I wrote to you then that about that experience. She started talking in tongues, and I started to laugh and cry, and I that was for the first time that I received that.
Yeah,
It's
maybe.
it's
Yeah.
like how
Was she
there
talking?
was,
Crying
yeah, sorry.
also? Oh, sorry. Was she crying and laughing?
No, no, no. She was just she started
Talking
and
with.
yeah, immediately.
Yeah.
No, she
Well, you
was
got to
not
watch out
talking.
with a lot of this stuff. You might just get ecstatic because you get ecstatic. I mean, you got ecstatic with our giant. Look, you know, it's got to be conclusive, true. Otherwise, That's the putana.
Yes.
You got to watch out for the putana is the false representation and the
I never
conclusive.
listened to their preachings or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
I just, because I had to block that lady. Her name was also Amy, because she was a Purchit devotee, and she started to blaspheme you. She wanted to follow me. She wanted to have me as her guru, and I said, no, if you don't accept
yeah,
Guru
yeah,
Maharaj.
yeah, yeah. It's all, yeah, so that's where you got to watch out. The conclusiveness, it comes out that they don't recognize real devotees and all that stuff. Yeah, yeah. So it's not just that. You got to see both in there. And people might not understand, but it could be sincere ecstasy, but they'll also generally be attracted to real devotees. It's kind of tricky because this stuff that's here is so deep and so uh, intricate. But the more people stay, if you're ecstatic or not ecstatic, and you're somewhat sincere, you'll the Lord will give you boons, man, and blessings just for being here. Yeah, and it'll start to show and it progress. Yeah.
God, what
Okay.
have you given, Maharaj? You are awesome. You're God, God. Oh, you have changed my life. I'm like, oh gosh, I'm not God, it's amazing. You should see me in the morning. My mom just ringed me up, and I was like, I was just getting into it, and I told her, you won't be able to see me. I better hang up. And my father's like, did you get drunk in the morning?
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
wrong with you? I'm like, yes, I have got drunk.
yeah. Oh, that's intoxicating nature. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm just having a good time. That's all I know. Just having a great time. I feel fortunate and blessed to glorify truth, man. It's like, wow, what a
Yeah.
opportunity,
Keep having good time, Maharaj. You keep having good time. If that's all, if that's what you're doing. It's actually, we reaping benefit out of it. So you continue whatever you're doing.
Yeah, it gets Kamalakanta a little jealous because he thinks, well, what about me? Why is he? I'm a Prabhupada disciple and Gohari. Look at him. He doesn't have to work so hard. I got to massage all these old ladies, work my ass off. I'm already in an advanced age. I'm older than him. And look at him. I said, well, you come get this bhakti, man. And then the Lord will, make things a lot easier than he does for you. He needs, what did Jesus say? The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. So you want to become a worker? Come and just abandon your idea of prasad, Mahaprasad, and get this level of Mahaprasad, man. And then you'll change and everything will be easier for you forever. You'll actually be delivered. But you're not delivered there, Mr. Beanon, until you are attracted sincerely to real devotees. Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is. And that you think your ideas are better than theirs. No, we show you the ideas here are better because it's real bhakti here. That goes for all of it. I mean, I'm just using you, but the arrow goes to everybody. You gurus out there in ISKCON, you think your ideas on everything is better. You don't have Guru Tattva down because you got to be Guru Tattva personified. You got to be the scripture in person of Guru Tattva, and you're not. Therefore, what good is your Rasa Tattva, which you don't even talk about? All you can do is talk about rule Tattva. Let the rules that we dictate to you rule you. Rule Tattva, ceremonial Tattvas. What is that? The empty grape juice and wafer Tattva. Take your communion, external bhakti, everybody. Like the Pope. Oh, wow, great you are, man, Mr. Pope. You go and give a wafer, dry wafer, and some grape juice to people as communion with Jesus. That's what these gurus are doing in ISKCON. They give you the dry wafer of communion with Krishna, in name only. You got no internal communication where the juice is like noodles is. Wow, this is what I like. So you like this kind of worship, right? Juicy, got some life in it, man. Look at her face. She looks like younger than Vrinda now. Vrinda looks old to me compared to you now, so watch out. You're regressing now to the tender age of 14.
Oh God. Oh, that Maharaj, I think I had to leave. We have to go pick Brinda up now.
Oh, speaking of Brenda. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all should leave. Okay, Tom. Okay, you want to give us a word, Tom?
Very short, if it's okay.
Yeah,
Is the
make it
sound
brief.
okay? Yeah. I feel it's a gradual process for some people, and it goes very fast for other people, and it's in these steps with enthusiasm, feeling attracted, um, and then the the real alive, the living force becomes more powerful,
Yeah.
and it's the surrendering, just giving up, like saying help, I cannot progress anymore. It helps a lot, and of course, the other thing, I want to speak fast. Um, the when you don't have a true example, a realized devotee in your environment, it's very natural to wanting to follow the copy, yeah, and that's a trap. But it also brings progress, even if you follow the copy, and you like you said, it's logical that you get trapped and you get chastised, but that itself is advancing. That's part of the process. So even if you have, and then you can get another step, like that. Then you see, oh, there's no real life in this copy, and then Krishna, he brings you with purification. He brings you to the real guru, if you really want, if you really are greedy, just wishing to have this genuine purity. Already brings you in the process. So, and from well, you come from this angle or this angle, it all comes down to here. Here is the real advanced purity and the advanced living force, functional. Yeah, again,
Yeah,
functional.
yeah. We have the real Lord here, the real Lord in His Satchitananda manifestation. I mean, that's what it's about, really. That's where the only real purification happens. That's why it's fast here, because we manifest the real Lord here. That's why it was fast when Lord Chaitanya gave the order to Nityananda and Advaita. Okay, manifest now, manifest Satchitananda, manifest the worship of Vrindavan again. And whoever will take shelter of that worship and take shelter of your preaching it, they will get it. And they did, and they're getting it here because this is the revival. If people have like a controversy with this preaching and all that, okay, well, you don't get it yet, you know. Okay, good. You have controversy. You see, you're a bogey. You're bogus, man. You're not a real spiritual master. You have controversy with this preaching because we're preaching real, man. This is real Guru Tattva, and people need to know Guru Tattva. Otherwise, they can't move on. They stay in the same place, man, and they die. Mundane devotees, materialistic Vaishnavas. That's been happening in religion and Christianity and the Jewishism and Qurans and the Muslims. They die on materialistic worshippers, still pious only. Here we finish it, finishing work, man. Jesus finished something, got people the spirit of bhakti, worship in spirit and truth. We do the same thing. You Vaishnavas, you want to worship in spirit and truth? Can't you see we're spirited? We're like these wild stallions on the prairie, man. Just free, and happy and, carefree with a flowing manes, See the flowing mane flowing in the wind, not smelling your farts.
I wrote in the beginning of this class,
Oh,
some
Lord.
3 hours ago. I wrote that And this manifestation, it comes from your voice. I wrote it 3 hours ago.
Yeah, of course. It's only Guru's voice. For years, he's spoiling us with his voice.
Really? The voice, all these curse words, fuck this, fuck
Well,
that,
yeah,
fuck
all
you.
those vibrations. It comes all out of your chest. Yeah,
You get the voice of thunder and lightning, right?
yeah, true. Both.
You come here, man. You come here. Oh boy, it's going to rain today. The thunder is happening. Oh, the lightning is.
Trains bhakti,
When
nectar,
you were talking about
maha,
this
maha
energy,
from heaven.
when you were talking about this energy rising from the pole, I could, and you said it yourself. I can feel it when I'm talking, and I also felt it. Like, whoa.
There you go.
Rising on the pole.
Yeah, you got to become like that. Jesus said, you got to follow me into the regeneration. Man. This is regenerating our spiritual body. See, regeneration with real life, because we've been dead. We're zombies. These movies are all about us, but this is regenerating us into real life. You start to relate to Jesus. You feel part of his family. You be part of Lord Chaitanya and his family. It's a family affair, man, this whole thing. There's no preaching without being part of the family, man. This is like the mafia, man. We come to take over, hey, man, we're going to make everybody part of this family, otherwise we'll whack you. You want to be whacked? You become part of this. Is the order of Lord Chaitanya. I order everybody to engage in this Hare Krishna movement, the real one, not the fake one, man. The real engage in the Hare Krishna movement. I order everybody to engage in the Sankirtan movement. Sankirtan, what kind of Sankirtan do you do when you're not in the truth, man? I want to hear truth. That's Sankirtan, man. Truth comes from prema, and then truth awakens prema, and this back and forth, man. That's Sankirtan. What kind of Sankirtan are you gurus doing out there when you're not even a manifestation of the truth? Your words don't manifest truth. What kind of Sankirtan is that? You're not purified. You come here. You need a little thunder and lightning in your life, man. We'll supply that. We got the electricity. See, we got the juice here. Come into the juicer. We'll make you the manifestation of the juice also. But you got to be juiced. We have a first-class juicer here like Sachi has. She has one of those things that she got it from me because I was making the fucking stupid the celery juice. That pure thing that Freddie has so much faith in.
I also have such a juicer.
You got the juicer too? We both got juicers like that because of the influence of Freddie's preaching.
Yeah,
But also we got his celery, man, and the juice.
I received it from Evo, a present from Evo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He gave it to you, or did Freddie steal it from him?
Freddie brought it from Evo to me, but it's Evo's.
It's Evo's. Gift from Evo. He said, oh boy, it's a burden off me. I don't have to fucking do that every day. Sit there with the celery. That's how he got. Oh, Evo, you're a smart guy, man. Give the juice. So you don't have to offend Freddie. Oh, I want to give Lalita a gift. I'm going to pass over the burden to Lalita. Are you juicing every day, Lalita? Uh-oh. Oh, no, Freddie. She's not a good
He knows.
disciple. She's
He knows. At the moment, I'm not choosing. No, he knows. I told him.
I bought 2 of them, but I don't use them anymore. They are somewhere here in this garage sale environment.
Yeah, sell those fuckers, man. Get a bead bag. Yeah. Okay, my friends, we had enough fun for today now. So think about everything that's been said. Think about all those fuck yous and fuck it and fuck this and fuck that. Think deeply about that. And may you be blessed and purified in your day. On that, until we meet again, and have an awesome